should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside. If I could just get next to you, I'd probably be alright. But we're so busy in this life, we always say some other time. Why won't my tears work? It's been a decade since I cried. I got no dog left in the fight. The bar don't match the bite. Me and my old man, we just get fucked up every night. He said, son, these hoes just don't love you. I said, I'll keep that in mind. Those ain't words to live by, wouldn't call that sound advice. Our future doesn't sound too bright, but I just nod and say you're right, I do. Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside. And all my presents to show my affection, flowers and diamonds and jets through the sky. I'm not here to teach you a lesson. I'm just a caring and passionate guy. Talks with your friends got you changing your mind. Talks with your friends got you changing. Talks with your friends got you changing your mind. Talking to your girl, I miss my friends. You know too much of them have died. I wish that they were still alive, just to see the silver lines. This year, me and God, we wasn't seeing eye to eye. I pray to her from time to time. She was busy on another vibe. I can't vent to you through no text message and reply. I need to see you face to face. Gotta look you in the eye, I do. Girl, I can't decide if I should stay and say I tried, or I should leave and say goodbye. It's killing me inside. And all my presents to show my affection, flowers and diamonds and jets through the sky. I'm not here to teach you a lesson. I'm just a caring and passionate guy. Talks with your friends got you changing your mind. Talks with your friends got you changing. Talks with your friends got you changing your mind. Talking to your friends.
Another misunderstanding, of course. I pushed you away, 'cause that's what I could afford. We felt way too true to rehearse. So laughing or crying will only make it worse.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the Bookit Sports community and around the world. We're back with another episode of the morning after. Happy President's Day to everybody. Here we go. If you have off, let's go.
Let's go.
If you had to go to work today, that's rat. That's rat.
Yeah, it stinks.
We love what we do.
We were just talking about it. We were
So
talking about how President's Day was the best when you were in school. It's like,
Yeah, I
oh, wait,
mean,
we don't have school Monday?
Automatic.
Auto.
Literally automatic. You get that little long weekend.
It's amazing.
For those of you that celebrated Valentine's Day, hope you guys had fun. We've got quite the show planned for you guys today. I'm trying to be better on the Monday episodes of bringing more, not news, but talking about the stuff that happened over the
Yeah.
weekend in sports. I feel like I do a horrible job at that.
I
But
don't think so.
start from the top. Just want to give a massive shout out to the Nebraska men's basketball team for that comeback yesterday. That was
Insane.
automatic.
Automatic.
That was automatic.
Is that the word? That might not be the right word.
Well, I had an insane lay. I had
I'm
Nebraska
saying
money line.
automatic.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, dude, fucking, you can't make it up, though. That's college basketball.
No, I
though.
know, yeah, it is.
This kid tweeted at me and Krabs over the weekend. He was like, yo, I don't understand college basketball. How do -200s and -350s just lose outright? It's like, because college basketball is crazy.
That's what it is.
College basketball is crazy.
Yeah.
But I had a lay, dude. It's Nebraska money line. They're down like 20 at half, dude. Literally down 20. Work all the way back to beat Northwestern. I was like, all right, first leg down, we move. I thought it was cake, dude. I chalked it.
Well, I mean, dude, they
I
were
chalked
down.
it.
They beat them in the second half 47-28.
Yeah, I chalked
And
it.
they only won by 4.
Dude, I chalked it. I was ready to tweet on the timeline, rip apart Nebraska. I was ready to rip apart the men's basketball team. But now they came back. Nebraska's goated. The Nebraska men's basketball team is goated.
Weird things happen in that gym still.
Weird things do happen in the Northwestern gym. Keep tabs on that.
Keep
some tabs on that. And then I had New Mexico money line. They're down 8. They're down 9. They're down 10. Uh-oh. Here comes True Washington and Donovan Dent. They come all the way back and win. Dude, I don't get that. I don't normally get that, dude. I don't get a comeback normally, and I definitely don't get two of them.
Yeah, 2 of them's crazy.
So we got 2 comebacks one night. It was absolutely electric. If Murray State played, I know they would have hit, so we had to void a leg. But, man, just a great way to have a Sunday.
I mean, yeah, it was amazing.
It's a great way to have a Sunday.
Also, New Mexico's kind of a wag, dude.
Dude.
Don't fall for it, though.
But I was literally about to say, dude, I refuse to take them to advance even one game in the tournament this year. Because last year's team was better than this year's team,
for
if
sure.
You remember, dude.
Oh, 100%. Who'd they have? House? Is that his name?
Jalen House.
He was so good, yeah.
Do you remember what he shot in the NCAA tournament? Because I do.
I don't think he made a shot, did he?
I think he was 1 for 10.
10%.
Just in case you're wondering. In case you're wondering, Jalen House 1 for 10 last year in the NCAA tournament. No, but dude, it was actually electric. We had a great weekend of college ball. I was a leg away in back-to-back days this weekend, Friday and Saturday, of hitting a lay. Just want to first shout out the New York Atlas for sucking all the dick in the world. Did you see what happened yesterday to the New York Atlas?
In OT? What, I saw OT.
Why don't you go ahead? Why don't you go ahead and just throw up that video just to show the people what I deal with my sports teams, because I can't seem to get one. I can't seem to get one.
You really can't. Here we go.
So it's a minute 26. We're going to watch the whole thing. This is what happened. So just so you know, Josh, I was going to take the Atlas again on Saturday. Like, I was going to absolutely whale the Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it. Because they're my team. It's a Saturday. It's having some beverages. They're up the whole game. I was like, wow, I should have put Atlas in the lay.
They're up 3 with the ball.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and they throw it away?
Yep.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
There we go.
Very good. Very good. Just so you know, Josh, we drafted a goalie that's supposed to be the Great Wall, but go ahead, keep watching.
Oh, man, that's nice.
Just keep watching. For those of you that don't know what this is the Premier Lacrosse League. They have a championship series during the summer or during the winter before.
That was 2 points outside the gate.
And you go, oh, dude, what are we doing
15 seconds
here, man?
14 seconds. Yeah, just take your time. Oh, my goodness.
Burn some clock. There's no need.
Oh, my goodness, they scored.
There's no need.
9 seconds.
So now you score and you're like, dude, we're good.
Yeah, it's over.
Dude, we're good. They didn't even have to shoot, by the way. The shot clock was off, so shout out.
And snipe. I mean. Dude, that's brutal. That is actually brutal.
They go on to lose that game in overtime, by the way.
Yep. No, yeah, I knew
They
that.
go on to lose that game in overtime.
I
texted in our group chat with one of the guys from the PLL that we're really good friends with. I texted in the group chat. I said, dude, I'm done with the Atlas.
Yeah, you're done.
Like, I have to be done.
I
have to be done.
I mean,
I'm going to wear the merch. I love the team, but I'm done. I'm done with them. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I just can't. I can't get one with my own team.
That was so funny when you said in that group chat that the Atlas are the Jets, and Goot said, no, they're like the Yankees. The Jets don't get to the semis.
Dude, I almost fried Goots in that chat. But I was like, I'm not going to do that in front of company. I'm not going to do that in front of company. There's just a couple times where you got to understand the gravity of the situation and know who's in the group chats.
That was so good.
And just know that was not the time to fry Goots. But I had the message typed, and I had to turn the rage off from the loss.
Yeah, it's probably still typed. You just had to
I had to turn
get out of the app, yeah.
I had to turn the rage off from the loss, look at the group chat. I checked the members, and I was like, yeah, no, I can't be firing that off, dude. I can't be firing that off.
You know that was good.
But I almost did.
He
got me, dude.
He did get
He put me, you know what it was? It was like Pusha T Drake. He just put me in a spot where he chinked to the armor, and now I just got to eat it.
Yeah,
I just got to
back against the wall, but you can't really get your back off the wall in that chat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm
you're just forced to stay there.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
At least in that chat, you're there for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Until the next game.
Literally till today, where the championship is.
Yeah.
Which the Atlas would have been in if they won that game. Shout out Indo in the YouTube chat. He came from the Snap. Shout out everyone that's coming from the Snap. Here we go.
I will say, though, that if the Atlas won that game, they would have melted today. So you're just saving yourself.
I just don't get it, though.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Like, we have the best roster in the championship series by far.
I
We
mean,
have the most guys that play
best-
on the actual team.
You have the best roster in the league as well, right?
Okay. You
Right?
didn't have to do all that.
Am I wrong?
No, but, like, you didn't have to do that.
We're gonna have to. You definitely do.
But this isn't even the real league.
I know it's not, but I mean, it's the
And
guys
we
on the team,
just
though, right?
suck. We just suck. I want the coach fired. Put me in charge of the ownership. That's what I want. Here's the plan, Josh. Here's what we need to do.
Ron
what you
Muck
need to
said not at all. So the Archers are the best roster in the league.
Well, from play, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, when you're looking at names on a piece of paper, Xander Dixon, Constable, and Miles Jones, those are the 3 best guys on any roster other than Mac O'Keefe.
Okay.
The Cannons brought fucking 30-year-old, 40-year-old Marcus Holman and bot-ass. Who's the big donut? Fucking hate him, Asher Knowlton. Big donut. But here's the plan, Josh. Here's what we need to do. Everyone needs to share the show with a friend. Because we need to bring the show to the point where we can approach the PLL and go, yeah, we want to buy the New York Atlas, and that'll be our team. Because I promise you, dude, if you put me in charge of the New York Atlas, we're winning a championship within 3 years.
I would say 2.
Within 2 years.
2.
Within 2 years.
Just one rebuild year. We need 1 year.
1 year.
Maybe clear house a little bit.
Oh, dude.
Next year.
I got news for you. We're clearing house. And here's the draft strategy. You want the draft strategy?
Yeah.
We're going Eagles. We're drafting everyone from Notre Dame.
Well, yeah,
Just draft from
every
the
good
teams
player, yeah.
that win.
I agree.
It's almost like the Eagles broke football by just being smart.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, let's just draft guys from the team that wins national championships every year. So what we're going to do is we are going to draft from Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Every
and the
single
one
player,
time
Notre Dame.
the one time they don't do it, it's like the best corner in the draft, Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah.
They just out of Toledo.
Of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
disgusting.
Like, just take a kid from the MAC. And we'll take a kid from the Ivy. We'll go to the Ivies.
Yeah, we can go to
Take
the
one
Ivies,
kid
yeah.
from Princeton. We'll try to find our Michael Sowers.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
I'm so down.
We need to purchase the New York Atlas.
We can get Cooper Flag.
Yeah, we'll draft Flag, dual sport athlete.
Yep.
We'll get him playing dual sport.
You know who we need is that
Pat
backup
Spencer.
quarterback from
Oh.
Alabama
No, he's junk.
that went to Notre Dame.
He's so junk.
He's junk. All right, we
He's
don't want
so junk.
Oh,
What
we
is
don't
his
want-
name, dude?
Beckner or
Remember they
something?
put him in
Beckner?
for one
Buckner?
game?
Yeah, Buckner,
Buckner,
maybe?
Tyler Buckner. God, he was junk
He was
eponymous.
junk.
No, but yeah, just so you know, the New York Atlas had a lead with a minute left, 3-point lead, and decided to score instead of just running the clock out, and then ended up tying, going overtime, and losing. Shout out.
Ron says Archer's moneyline meet.
I'm tailing Ron today.
I
He's
feel
been
like the
so
Archers
dialed.
have to win.
Ron, I'm going to be honest, though. I just want to say this to Ron. I was going to DM him later today. He invites me to go on the spaces, and I love that. But unfortunately, on the weekends, I just cannot get up and move it on the spaces. I can't do it.
For PLL.
Yeah, just not PLL, just in general. I just got a lot going on my weekends, and I can't get up and moving for the spaces. I need to be better at that. I need to be better at being more active because I do want to be in the spaces, and I love that he's doing that. And I have listened a couple times, but a lot of times I'm not in an area or a place where I can like put my mic on and like genuinely have a conversation.
It's fair.
So that's on me, hand up.
I feel like I'd feel like that too. Just turn brain off.
Yeah, that's what I do
Yeah,
on the weekends. Dude.
yeah.
My brain is fully
Off. I agree. Is Goot saying USA moneyline? I don't think USA plays today.
I think we play tomorrow.
I think they play Thursday now.
No, I think we play tomorrow.
Because I don't think they're supposed to. Well, they don't get to have to play their next game.
What?
I don't think they have to play their next game.
Is this Four Nations in replace of an All-Star game?
Yes, it is. And it's genius.
Genius.
Yeah, it's genius.
All right, let's run the graphics. We got a lot to talk about in the news. I want to talk about some stuff, and we're going to start with basketball. Run it.
Bang.
No, we played.
We back.
Welcome back to What in the World. It's news segment in the morning after. We tell you what happened in the news. We update you, and we keep you in the know. Josh, can we go to the second tweet I sent you?
Yes.
Can we go to the second tweet I sent you?
Mr. Jalen.
Yes, Mr. Jalen Brunson. So for those of you that may not know, because you might not be tapped in on the sides of Twitter that I'm tapped in on, Knicks Twitter has a lot of accounts. There's Knicks Muse. There's Jalen Brunson Muse. There's Cat Muse. There's a lot of us. I'm going to include myself in that because I feel like I have now carved out a little niche spot in Knicks Twitter. And someone said that, we need to see all these guys that are bitching on Knicks Twitter play basketball against each other. Like, we need a Knicks Twitter basketball game. And Jalen Brunson, for whatever reason, last night had time, I guess, because they only let him play in the All-Star game for 15 minutes. And he was like, yeah, I'm down to do this Knicks Twitter game this summer. So, chat, I need to be in this game.
You have to be in that game.
Like, I have to be in this game. Whatever we got to do to get me in this Knicks Twitter basketball game, it needs to be done.
I feel like that's on you. Like, you just got to press your way into Knicks Twitter.
No, yeah,
further.
I'm full court pressing my way into Knicks.
You just got to become boys like the biggest person in Knicks Twitter.
Knicks Muse already follows me.
There we go.
Like, I feel like I'm already in.
You might be.
But we just got a full court press through the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, we got to be in there like swimwear.
100%.
And I need to be at this game.
Yes.
The content that would come out of me being in the Knicks
you don't even
Twitter
have to play
basketball game
in
would
the
be
game.
so
just
good.
like interview people.
No, I need to be in the game.
You want to be in game?
No, I need to be in the game.
Okay.
I need to have
What if we
Jalen
have
Brunson
another?
Muse
What was
guard
that girl's name in high school? I forgot. But what if we have another? Say her name's Becca. What was her name?
Oh, I'm not going to say her actual name.
Okay. Say her name's Becca. What if we have another Becca situation?
Started with an M, though.
Marissa situation.
I wouldn't invite, dude. This would be a business trip. I'm not inviting chicks to Knicks Twitter. Like,
Well,
I need to
Jalen
go,
is the chick, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Jalen is
dude,
the
he's
chick.
the ultimate chick.
That's what I'm saying. It's even worse.
He's
It's even more nerve wracking.
For those of you that may not know, freshman year of high school, I made the freshman year basketball team. Really funny story. I don't remember what episode, but you can go back and listen to the story. And I invited a woman to watch me play basketball, and I got a wide open shot in the corner and airballed it. So,
Yep.
yeah, Jalen is the ultimate chick.
Ultimate.
Like the ultimate chick. No, I need to be in the game. I need to be in game. I need to be in game busting is what I need to be doing. I need to be in game busting is what I need to be doing.
Okay.
Also, dude, speaking of women and chicks, I got asked on a date this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going.
Why?
But we were out at the bar on Saturday. Really cool bar. They had this, like, I don't know. Here's my thing about it. I'm not a big live music guy. Like, when I'm at the
nor am
bar,
I,
like, the
honestly.
Jersey Shore all summer is fun with live music because these bands will play. They'll play, like, Bruce Springsteen, and it's, like, sick because you're down the Jersey Shore. Everyone's in, like, swimsuits. Like, it's fun. I like that. But when you're at, like, a cold bar in Dallas and you're in a bar that's not ready for the sound of live instruments and it's in a tight wooden fucking bar,
Yeah.
and you start just banging away some Paramore and the room's not built for it, it
a lot. Yeah,
destroys
it's a
my
lot.
brain. Like,
It's a lot.
it destroys my brain. And we were at the bar with some of my buddies, actually new buddies, I guess, not the old crew, the new crew. And we're hanging out. Super funny. This one kid that I hang out with, he's like actually one of the funniest kids I've ever met in my entire life. He was so fucked up that every time he got a beer, the bartender, it was like the same bartender, would just glass of water with the beer. Kept serving him, but kept giving him a glass. Like, I didn't understand. Like, it's either like pick a lane if you're the bartender, but every time he'd be like, and it'd be a glass of water and a new beer. It was like so funny. But so we're at this bar, right? And we're hanging out. I am, like I told you, I'm the vibes guy now. I'm not here barking. I'm not here like running around needing a leash. Like, I just hang out, and that's what I do now. Like, I just vibe, and, you know, if things come around, they come around, whatever it is. But so I'm sitting there, and this kid next to me, two girls come up to him, and they start talking to him, and I'm just like sitting there talking to my other buddy. And this, I think she was 31, 32, comes up to us and is like, I'm newly divorced.
Okay, yeah.
What? So he just got divorced last week, and I was like, wow, that's fresh. And then she was like, do you have a girlfriend? And I just like lied. I was like, yep. So I'm out on, that's why, it was Valentine's Day. I was like, or Friday, so it was Friday, not Saturday. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm out. I have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
so I thought I'd go out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that immediately took the pressure off because now I'm not an option, which is good.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
yeah.
didn't want to be a part of this conversation because it was out of control.
That's
like,
interesting.
dude, I'm not going to say everything that was said, but This is one of the craziest divorces. Like, one of the craziest divorces I've ever been privy to in a conversation.
Okay.
Like, if I could, I'll tell you off camera, but it was out of control. Out of control. For all of you guys out there, that when you get older, you get a divorce, just hang it up, man. Just hang it up. Because she's been in the streets, is basically what she was telling us. And it was out of control. And then, like, I'm just nosy, so I need to know.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
then
yeah,
I'm
that's
sitting
hilarious,
there. I'm
yeah.
sitting there like removing myself as an option,
But still listening.
But
Yeah.
no, like asking questions. Like I need to know.
That's
like
fine.
I need to know everything that you whatever.
Yeah.
Super like some of it's super fucked up, but whatever it be, See you later.
See you.
So this is happening. Yada yada yada. Whatever.
The yada yada.
I'm just like. I'm also just a story guy, so I need the stories. Because I was
Yeah.
like, these are too good.
Yeah, 'cause you're
like,
gonna tell them
like,
today.
these are too good. Like, I'm either going to tell them to my buddies or I'm going to find a way to tell them about the shit. But I was like, these are just too good. Like, they're too good.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell, but they're like super fucking graphic and gross. But so I'm sitting there, whatever. Her, like, I could see it coming from a mile away. Her friend started like maneuvering around the circle, and I was playing chess, so I would maneuver.
Moving around.
Yeah, I would maneuver and try to like put my other buddies in positions. And then I got cornered. And she was just like, "Hey, can I take you on a date?" And I was like, "Oh, no. Sorry about that."
Can I take you on a date?
Yeah. I just feel like that's a weird way to go about that.
That's weird, one, and two, it's like weird that she just like bragging about. Wait, she asked you on a date
No, this is her
after
friend.
all this? Oh, her friend, not
yeah,
her.
yeah.
Is her friend 32 as well?
Yep. Also divorced.
Good.
So she's like, you have beautiful eyes. Can I take you on a date? I was like, oh, you gonna harvest them? Like,
That's
what was
literally what it
that?
sounds like.
Why'd you go 1 and 2?
Yeah, that's.
But
No, yeah, I feel that. I thought that this was gonna be like a normal story, like
No.
a normal. Yeah, no.
no.
I guess
No, I
she's a
don't-
normal person.
I'm never in normal situations, so no. That's
Yeah, that's
never
very
gonna
true,
be-
yeah.
I've never been in a normal.
That is very true.
situation, dude.
That is very true.
But yeah, so that was a nice pat on the back. I got called attractive a couple times this week, and I wasn't ready for it, dude. I might be back.
Wait, say it again. Sorry.
I got called attractive like a couple times this week, and I might be back.
Let's go. You're back.
But
Come
also
on.
just not in like cool ways. But
I mean, yeah, by
whatever it be.
Yeah, by
So-
divorce demons.
Yeah, I think it was also like a lot of it happened on Friday, and I think like people are just desperate on Valentine's Day.
Well, also like they just got divorced, so they are horned up.
Yeah, but then there's like a couple
Sure.
others, but
Let's go.
yeah, I think it might have just been.
But didn't go anywhere. Why not?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think you got to find me in the right time now. Not that I'm like this guy that goes out there and like people are just throwing themselves at me, and I'm like, get away from
Yeah,
me.
you just gotta let me decide every once in a while.
But I feel like you just gotta like find me at the right time. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going on the date, man.
Is that her?
I did the
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
That'd be so good.
No, but I did the old. I don't know if I should say this actually. I did the old. She was like, "Can I get your number?" And I put the wrong number. So always one number off. You got to put the last number's got to be one higher than the actual.
Why does it matter? Because then, like, if they said, like, "Oh, why'd you put your fake number?" and you'd be like, "Oh no, I just accidentally
It's like,
typed
oh,
in the
I
wrong
didn't know I
number."
did that. My bad. I'm never gonna see him again. But
I would just say no in that situation. I feel like it's almost worse. Then if they catch, just say like no. Just be like, "I'm not." No.
dude, I'm such a bad no person. I'm so bad at saying no in those situations because I just feel bad. Not bad, like I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
this
It's like-
conversation
I
is
feel
making
like you
me
have
seem
to-
like such a
No, I
douchebag,
know.
but I'm not that.
I get why you think that, but that's why I think you say no is to like. I feel like you don't want to be like, oh, I'm so sick, like I'm too cool for you. You know what I mean? In like that situation for the girl, you know what I mean? Be like, I'm like no, like I'm actually way too cool.
Also, like as a guy, you know what it feels like when a girl's like no. I don't want anyone else to feel like that. And that's a horrible feeling. Like like when I was in college or like right out of college, and you go up to a girl and you're trying to talk to him, and you're like, "Can I get your number?" And they're like, "No." You're like,
See, like I never really.
it's like the kid.
I
in the
never
car
really,
that's just,
I
like,
never really put too much
shot.
thought into that. I was a no was a no. I was like, all right, whatever.
No, but I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, also, Josh, new man with my emotions. So back in the day, it'd
That
be
is-
like no. It'd be like crushing. I'd be like, all right, hold on. I need like an hour to get myself back together.
Yeah.
But no, I just don't like when people feel sad, and I didn't want anyone to feel bad or sad. Not that they would have felt bad or sad, but so I just can't say no. So I just wrong numbered it. And then
Just get out of there.
yeah, and then I was like,
Run as
another
fast as
vodka
you can.
Sprite, please.
Run as fast as you
Another vodka Sprite, please. I'll tell you what I did do, though, and then we'll move back to the news. I am literally, and I don't say this lightly or facetiously, I am legitimately, like, actually and legitimately prime Luca at the bar when it comes to my buddies. Like, I'm just out,
dishing.
like, dude, I'm out of here just dishing. Like, dishing. Like, that's what I'm super, super good at. Like, I am prime Luca at the bars. They're throwing two, and he's wide, dude. And he's knocking down jumpers. So I was, so this one girl, like, waved at our one buddy. And he, like, waved back. And I was like, you gonna go over? He was like, no, dude, I don't even know. That was really weird. But she's super hot. I was like, just go over. And he was like, no, dude. So then I walked over. I was like, do you know my friend? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh, you got to come meet him. You're just waving. You got to come meet him. She walked over. She walked over with me, started talking to him. They left within like an hour and a half.
Let's go.
And I was just like prime,
Literally
just like
yeah.
feeling the pressure, dive dish.
I feel like that might be. I feel like you are more Stockton-esque.
Yeah, make no mistake, I can also pull it if I want. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but I'm good at, like, when it comes to, like, having no fright of helping someone out. But when it comes to myself, I'm Iceman.
I'm Iceman.
Frozen. Just frozen. When it comes to, like, embarrassing myself for the sake of someone else, I'm
It's
literally
completely fine, yeah.
prime Luca. But when it comes to, like, me, I'm just ice.
Because, well, you have no interest in that person. So it's like if like they think I'm weird, it's like, all right, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, 100%.
You just waved to my buddy, you weirdo.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what you could say.
Yeah. All right, fucking, you just waved to him, freak.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I was
Nothing
like,
to
ice.
lose. Nothing to lose. That's so
Ice,
funny.
man.
That's so funny.
All right. Can you actually, speaking of Iceman, can you pull up the third tweet I sent you? Guys, I
All-Star
sent
one?
Josh like 30 tweets, so we have a lot to talk about today.
This guy?
Yeah.
The All-Star guy?
Yep.
Shout out to Adam Silver.
2 hours of ads, 45 minutes of Kevin Hart, 10 minutes of basketball, Adam Silver's NBA weekend. Get it off the screen. Let's talk about NBA All-Star weekend, Josh. Here we go. I want to start with this, though. Can I start with this? Do you mind if I start?
Go ahead.
That was... I'm trying to think of the right word. That was the biggest disgrace of an NBA All-Star weekend I've ever seen. As someone that grew up obsessed with the NBA, and I want to read a tweet, not a tweet, I want to read a text to you, if that's okay. Mm-hmm. If I could just read a quick text to you. Because this is how deep my NBA fandom goes. My aunt texts me, thinking of you, Michael, NBA All-Star 2025 on, and remembering how fun it was watching each year we used to go skiing with my mom's little sister's family, year with you guys when you were kids. So this goes back to when I was like 10 years old, dude.
Yeah,
like I've watched All-Star Weekend, and it used to be my favorite. I used to love it. Get 3-point dunk, and then the game, I used to love it, dude. East versus West. Every year I'd buy an All-Star jersey, and I had like, I'll never forget, my favorite one was the navy light blue Eastern All-Star Detroit Pistons Allen Iverson jersey. I still have it in my room somewhere at home. But this was the biggest disgrace to that All-Star weekend that I grew up loving as a kid, dude. And not even saying this to be, hot takey or to be on, like, the childish side of overreacting. Like, they should just cancel the weekend if this is what they're going to do. Especially in the big game. Like, All-Star weekend, before they started doing these stupid drafts and trying to get back viewership, All-Star weekend used to be East versus West. It might not have been the greatest game, but that fourth quarter was always fun.
Yeah.
And you got to see some really cool combinations. You got to see some really cool matchups. As a New York Knicks fan and a Jalen Brunson, like, truther, obsessor, lover, the fact that I only got to watch him play basketball in a game that I know when they're growing up as kids is one of the things they want to do, probably third below make an NBA championship and win it, is play an All-Star weekend. The fact that I only got to watch Jalen Brunson play for maybe 5 minutes in a game to 40 and then his All-Star weekend was done in terms of playing in that big game, was fucking embarrassing for the league. Like, that's embarrassing. If I was a little kid, dude, I was the biggest Dwayne Wade guy. I was the biggest Allen Iverson guy. And when I was a little kid, I would look forward to that All-Star game, not even the weekend, because I wanted to watch Dwayne Wade play in the All-Star game. I wanted to see him in the cool Eastern jersey. I wanted to watch Dwayne Wade play. I wanted to see if he scored. I wanted to see if he'd go crazy. And I can't imagine how many little kids that are Knicks fans that are massive Jalen Brunson guys probably put on their jerseys to watch the game with their dads. Mm-hmm. And they got to watch him for 5 minutes to play a game with 40, bullshit. And then he was done.
I just don't understand why they try to do so much. They just like try to like they're always trying to like change the product when there's like no evidence that the product's gonna be better. I feel like no, like you could say like it's gonna be a 4-team tournament. I feel like 75% of people will be like that's dumb. Like before
Walking with the tier 1 sub, sorry.
It's like I don't think it was ever a good idea. I don't think any. Also, like a target score is so dumb. Like
to 40 is a joke.
Play like how about like a 20-minute game, like 2 10-minute like halves or something, and whoever has the lead after that wins. You know what I mean? Like the target score is so dumb because you could be up like in the last game. Like the last game was 11-0. It's like the game's over. So they can't even win because there's no defense being played. So it's like,
dude, and why the fuck is Zach Edey on the floor? I'm sorry, he shouldn't be on the floor.
The rising
with
star,
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant,
even
playing.
Like Castle, like everyone, there was one guy on that team that I literally have never heard of.
Why is Dalton Connect on the floor?
Yeah,
like, and I understand where Draymond's coming from too because I think Draymond is right. He was like, dude, those kids shouldn't be on the floor. They're not all stars. They're rising stars. They shouldn't be like once that floor becomes the all-star floor and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry step out there. Zach Edey shouldn't be on that floor. Like, he doesn't deserve to be on that floor. He didn't work hard enough to be on that floor yet. Shout out, Get the Napkin, tier 1's up. But, dude, it was just, like, honestly, as an NBA fan and as a basketball fan who grew up loving this weekend and would actually look forward to All-Star Weekend, it was the biggest disgrace I've ever watched. Like, I'm not watching next year's All-Star Weekend. First of all, I don't know why they're making Kevin Hart like MC the whole event. They're giving them fishing gear and hats and giving him a trophy. Like I just don't understand the sideshow.
Dude, also that was so odd. Like it was like 11-1 in that game. And then they're like, oh, let's take a 20-minute break. That was literally like 20 minutes, it felt like, when they were giving him the fishing gear and shit. It was like, what are we doing? Did we not just go to commercial for the game?
And like I don't blame Kevin Hart. Because
no.
I know Adam Silver was like, oh, here's what we need to do.
Yeah.
We just need to give Kevin Hart a lot of mic time to make it entertaining, and he's trying to be entertaining, but people are actually watching the games for their favorite players because it's All-Star Weekend, not trying to laugh.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. It was actually funny, but, like, it's also just, like, why is this so long? Like, if they would have done that for, like, 2 minutes and, like, had, like, a little bit, like, that's fine, and get off the court and then start the game again, but it was, like, that felt like 10, 20 minutes. That was so long, that break.
And then probably, like, dude, I almost turned my TV off when this happened. A Discord mod took on Damian Lillard in a three-point competition sponsored by Mr. Beast. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Won $100,000.
But what are we doing?
That was probably one of the more entertaining things.
I sent you a tweet. I sent you a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to pull this one up. I'll just read it. But if I ever again turn on my TV expecting NBA basketball and see Mr. Beast, I'm starting the impeachment process for Adam Silver. Dude, Mr. Beast and NBA fans do not go together. I don't know why the fuck he thought doing a Mr. Beast spawn. Like, it seemed like Adam Silver was just like, all right, who's the biggest comedic actor? Kevin Hart. Okay, who's the biggest guy on YouTube? Mr. Beast. Let's try to incorporate them in the NBA All-Star games. Like, brother, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to watch in the middle of the All-Star game fucking a Discord mod shoot against Damian Lillard for $100,000 while Mr. Beast's like weird ass is up there being like, like, I'm gonna give away more money. It's like, dude, what are we doing? Like, what are we actually doing? Like, what are we doing?
Let me see some fast breaks.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to see Mr. Beast during fucking NBA All-Star Weekend. Like, what are we doing?
The game's been dead for a while now. I feel like the dunk contest was.
That was the first All-Star Weekend where I genuinely felt like Mark Jackson. I was like, what happened to the game I love? Like, this is embarrassing, dude.
Actually, though. Yeah.
Mr. Beast three-point competitions, Kevin Hart fucking 20-minute halftime shows. The kid won $100,000. Congrats. But like, what the fuck are we doing?
Also,
You could watch a random Mr. Beast video on a Tuesday and watch someone win $4 million. Like,
Dude,
why
also,
are we
yeah,
doing it during the All-Star game?
I said this before. Like, how does that kid only get 100 racks? Mr. Beast literally gives out like millions of dollars on his channel like every week, and he goes to the All-Star game and only gives out 100 racks.
Yeah, kind of soft out of the beast.
Like, so soft.
Kind of soft out of the beast.
I mean, if I were that kid, I'd be like, brother, you gotta fork over a little more than that. This be Damian Lillard in a 3-point contest.
Yeah, beast. A little bit more. A little bit more. Grease the wheel a little
I
bit
feel like
more.
it's gotta be like at least $500,000.
Like at least.
At least.
He's shooting against Damian Lillard. What do
Exactly.
K Prentice, shout out for the sub. Let's
Shout
be great
out.
this week. We will be great.
Shout out.
But I mean, other than that, dude, the game was just a complete joke. It's a complete like Steph Curry winning the MVP. Congrats. I don't know what the hell we're doing. Like, I liked the idea of the teams. I thought they were cool, but the fact that they just like played to 40 and then chalked it after 5 minutes, like that was just not even fun or entertaining. I'm never gonna watch it again until they go back to like, not that that matters to them. But
Did you watch Jalen in the 3-point contest? Did you enjoy that?
I did. The 3-point competition was cool. I mean, the 3-point competition always hits. Because it's just like, all right, who's going to be on?
Yeah,
Buddy
he's not
Hield's
gonna miss a
first-round
shot.
performance
Yeah, that
was gross.
crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
He was fucking cracked.
You could have taken like everyone's less than pretty much in the first round and hit.
Except
him.
Buddy.
Except him, yeah.
Yeah, he went
I think
nuts.
everyone else hit.
I don't know how Hero won after that first round
Yeah, I
performance.
know,
he put
that
on.
was
That
crazy,
was
yeah.
junk.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like Jansen junk. I also don't know why Jalen Brunson started on the side that he did. Because now you're having to run all the way around to get to your lefty side. When
Yeah.
You could have just started on the opposite side. So I don't know if anyone told him he could start on the other side, but that was a little weird.
But then you got to run around. You get it both ways.
Yeah, but then it's closer to your shooting hand when you get to the thing.
Yeah.
Instead of you having to go across your body, but maybe that's what he's used to doing. But yeah, I mean, the dunk competition was cool. I'm going to say it, though. Cooper DeJean. Mac McClung.
Yeah, we're back.
Are whites in athletics back? I just want to ask the question.
Back.
Because we've been gone for a long time.
Forever.
Reed Blankenship. Mac McClung goes back to back to back in the dunk competition.
First,
Are they
McClung
back?
Got a 3-peat before Mahomes.
Are they back?
I mean,
People are asking
you
the
can't
question,
say
are they
no.
back?
You can't say no.
Are they back?
You can't say no. Dude, also, you see Ja's going to potentially be in the dunk contest.
Yeah, but
I feel like they do this shit every year. I'm not even falling for it. Again.
Every year.
Every year someone
Every
says they're going to do it.
Every year.
Then they fucking don't.
Every year.
You think
Every
LeBron's going to do it?
No, dude. And he said that once at one of the All-Star games.
Yeah, that was like.
Also, yeah, are we going to talk about the fact that Mac McClung three-peated, Cooper DeJean won a Super Bowl and got a pick six in Black History Month?
Crazy.
That just feels wrong.
It does. It does feel wrong.
It feels like wrong.
Well, during BLM, it's on BLM. Black History Month.
Dude, Caleb Muse could just
PH.
not be... Like, dude, Caleb Muse just could not be farther away from the plot
yeah,
if
that's
he
funny.
tried, dude.
That's funny.
But, dude, we might have a white boy summer on the horizon.
I know, dude. Buzella should have been in the championship with him, too, if he didn't fucking fuck up and.
Buzella had one of the more underwhelming performances also.
I know, dude. It was so underwhelming.
I do think it's also hysterical that every All-Star weekend, like, this is how dead the sport is. They just roll Mac McClung out there and they put him in an NBA jersey, even though he's played
He's not out
no
he's
minutes.
Out of NBA
He's played
jersey.
0 minutes for the Magic this year, and they rolled him out there in the Magic jersey. Mac McClung's career earnings in the NBA is $132,000.
Crazy.
His earnings from the dunk competition is $310,000. If I'm him, dude, you can't stop.
You can't.
You got to go till the wheels fall off because you're generating retirement money out of the dunk contest, brother. If he, like, actually is done, and I know he, like, announced that he's done.
Yeah.
If he's actually done, he's the dumbest person on the planet. All you have to do is dunk for 15 minutes, and you're getting retirement-level money.
I also don't believe that he only made $132,000. That can't be right.
Dude, he had, like, Buns G Leagues.
Yeah, but he was on, like, but I feel like he was on, like, two ways, which is, like, you're getting paid money, I feel like, in the NBA, no? If you're on a two-way?
But they got John Morant saying Mac might make me dunk again.
No, yeah, that's
like,
100%.
What are we doing?
132,000 career earnings. That's
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
The Bulls. He was in the Bulls for a year. We gave him $53,000.
You know, that's like a normal salary, though. A lot of people in America make that, if not less. But he made 300.
Yeah, you're in the league, and you have fucking Emmanuel Quickly making 25 mil.
Hey, watch.
Is that on your team, bro?
He was. 300 racks from dunking a ball in a basket. Like, why would you ever get? If I'm not even doing that till they literally like, yo, you're not allowed.
I mean, yeah.
Like, you're 40 years old, brother. We can't put you in the dunk competition.
I would do the same thing.
But of course, it's got guys like John. They do it every year. Like, dude, Mac's making me want to dunk. It's like, bro.
Zach LaVine says he wants to dunk again.
Giannis was like, if you do it, I'll do it.
Give me a break.
Like,
I don't even want Giannis to do it. I feel like Giannis wouldn't even be sick. LaVine coming back would be dope.
Yeah, I feel like Giannis was like the guy on the outside that was like, oh, I'll do it if you do it. And everyone's like,
you're good.
no one was even thinking about you dunking, dude.
Dude, Ant would be sick.
Yeah, Ja, Ant.
Do you know who should be in it again? Is Derrick Jones Jr. That dude,
He's got
fucking
bounce.
flies. Like,
got
actually
bounce.
flies.
He's got bounce, dude.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, can we pull up the LeBron ruining the pick tweet, and then we'll talk about the tweet above that.
LeBron ruining the pick.
Yeah, it should be right below the U.S. hockey. There's just a couple times. There's just a couple times in this world where it's okay to go, you know what? You guys have this moment. And wearing the backwards hat, street clothes in the All-Star photo when you're not playing has got to be up there with one of the lamest moves of all time.
You don't like that?
I actually hate it. I don't know why I hate this so much, but I hate it. Like, not even putting the uniform on. Like, bro, you're not wearing a boot. You're not wearing a cast. If you're going to be in the photo, just put the uniform on and be in the photo, even if you're not playing. Don't wear a backwards hat and a jacket unzipped and ruin the photo.
You think that he was in every photo?
Yeah.
Or you think you're just in the one?
It's
He was like, you guys
LeBron.
can take one.
He was in every
It is
photo.
weird that he didn't put
He
on
wasn't
a uniform.
playing and he went in the locker room.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean, well, yeah?
He's in the team.
What are you not playing?
He's in the team.
Did you see him? The only guy he didn't hug was Jaylen Brown.
I did see that.
It's because he was courtside and said he's not even that good.
Yeah. Crazy.
That was so funny.
Crazy.
It's like Tatum.
Every single person. Yeah, he's got
big
like
hug.
he's got like
And
a
then-
5-minute handshake with
But
him.
also shout out Jaylen Brown for just staying seated. Like, he was like, I know it's coming. He didn't
Yeah.
even get up or like attempt it. He was just like, and then just moved on. I like that both of them stood their ground.
Yeah.
It's like, you're talking shit about me, and then I'm gonna and move.
I mean, dude, it was always that team winning that.
It's also just like so funny. Like, I do think it's cool and I get it, but it's so funny just watching like a grown man, like a 38-year-old go up to a 36-year-old and be like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
and then it's like, dude, what are we?
What do we do?
Like, you could just hug Steph, man. You guys
Yeah.
don't have to do the whole.
They're
Like,
just LeBron.
we got
Dude.
some grown ass men, dude.
That's LeBron James for you,
Some
brother.
grown ass men throwing handshakes around the locker room. But yeah, I mean, it's just.
That team was always winning.
Hey, listen, I might just be hating. Am I hating right now?
Just a little, I think.
All
But it's not like
My bad. I didn't. mean
not
to hate.
crazy.
I'm not trying to wake up hating.
Not crazy.
I'm not trying to wake up hating, man. I'm not trying to wake up hating on a Monday. All right, can you pull up the tweet above that?
The
Yeah.
boys.
'Cause I'll tell you what I don't mind hating on.
We can hate on the
Yeah.
fucking losers up north.
Josh, I got news for you. I got something I don't mind hating on. Hey, Canada, do me a favor and hold my sack. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. They booed the national anthem, by the way.
Yep.
So now it's on site.
Yeah.
It's all fun and games, and it's all jokes. You guys are up there. You like your maple syrup and your fucking pancakes, and you talk really nice. But when you boo the boys and you boo the flag, I got no problems coming up across that border and taking us back. I got no problems making a 51st state out of Canada if you're gonna boo the boys. If you're gonna boo the boys and boo the flag, make no mistake, we'll cross that border and we'll make a 51st state out of you. I've got news for you, Canada. I've got news for you. And then I love that the boys doubled down. They're like, let's do it right now.
That was crazy.
Let's do it right now.
Crazy.
Let's do it right now.
Crazy.
Let's do it right now. 3 fights simultaneous,
Well, back to back.
To back. which is literally like so sick.
Also, Brady Kachuk fucked Buddy up.
Like
Sam
why are
Bennett.
they, like, dude, there's just a little thing you got to know about the U.S. And it's if there's a Kachuk brother on the ice, just stay away from him. just stay away from the Kachucks. They are out of their mind.
They are. I think Matthew Tkachuk like broke his hand in that fight.
Yeah, wouldn't be shocked, dude. But yeah, then we went back to back goals, spanked them. And Josh, I'll tell you what, I wasn't a big Freebird guy
You
before.
were a big Freebird guy.
But I need Freebird in my veins. Because when
so
you
electric.
boo the anthem and then we bang 3 on you, and every time you got to hear Freebird, I'm all the way in.
Yes, that's
I'm
what it's
all the way
about.
in.
That's what it's all about.
I'm all the way in.
It's so much fun.
And then we're in the locker room banging Freebird again. Like, here's the thing about it. I'm not a big hockey guy other than the Devils in the playoffs. But I'll tell you what'll get me going is U.S. hockey.
oh my god, it's so
Like, there's
much
just
fun.
something different about U.S. hockey. Like, when the boys are out there just battling. And I think it's because, like, Russia can play hockey and they're, like, junk at soccer. But, like,
Yeah.
you get a good U.S.-Russia matchup.
Oh my god,
Like,
yeah.
it just means a little bit more in hockey than it does any other sport. And there's something about supporting the boys on the ice. It's just electric. And we just got good personalities on that team, too.
It's just like it's like the most perfect sport to root for a country in because
Yeah,
it's like
100%.
because it's so physical and like dudes can literally drop gloves like they just did. Like they can literally fight for their country in a game. It's like soccer. Like yeah, soccer is fucking electric. The World Cup's amazing, but like you're not gonna see guys fucking throw fists in soccer. It's a little
No.
different. It's more fun to root for guys and they're literally
Yeah, 100%.
throwing life online.
100%. First time chatter ever coming into Twitch just absolutely dunked on me saying all this in Raptors hat. But this is a cool Raptors hat. I only bought it because it's cool.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, dude, I'll turn Toronto American if you boo the anthem one more time, Cannon. I got news for you.
Governor Trudeau
I got
will
news for you.
happily become part of America.
I think this is going to be my new favorite bit is just turning Cannon to the 51st state if they do anything wrong. So you guys want to boo the anthem? We'll cross that line, dude. The boys will cross that line. I got news for you. I would take the hat off, but your boy didn't shower this morning, and I got hat hair. Should we reveal it, see how bad it is?
Sure. I don't think it's going to be bad.
Ugh.
It's not even bad at all.
Is it bad?
It's not
I
bad at
can't
all.
see. I'm going to delay.
Not bad at all.
All right, yeah. You know, I got news for you. Taking the hat off. Taking the hat off. Taking the hat off. Taking the hat off.
All right.
Dude, there's a part of me. I know you guys remember it. Amy Casser in the YouTube chat. Gonna need that photo immediately.
What? Oh, on YouTube?
Gonna need that photo immediately. Josh Dash soccer star. I have a pic to prove it. Gonna need that photo immediately.
I don't even know what that picture
We're gonna need to
is.
debut Josh soccer star photo on show.
I got some pics. I got some pics.
What was I just saying before?
We were talking about them becoming the 51st state.
Oh yeah, the boys. I just think it's a funny bit. Because you know, there's like weird MAGA guys on Twitter. They're like, "We take it back. We'll do it right now.
Take it back.
We'll do it back right now. We'll do it back right now." But yeah, I mean, there's just been some crazy shit happening on the ice. It was absolutely electric. I'm in. Dude. This is what I was gonna say. There was a part of me, dude. Where I know the chat remembers where we did the textured fringe era, and that was just a weird era. I think I was just losing my mind for a little bit there. Where I genuinely thought I was losing all my hair. And I went back to the old haircut, and it's just, by the day, looks like I'm less balding, which is nice. Because there was a part of me that I was like, during the Prizes World Championship era, and after that, where I was like, dude, the hair is gone. And then I went back to our boy to get my haircut, and he was like, dude, it's actually not as bad as I thought. And I was like, okay. Like, what the fuck is that? You ever just be like, this is what I'm talking about, where I just live my life and I just catch
Yeah, but it's like
insane strays.
a barber's like a doctor though. It's like kind of like you have like
is a
like-
doctor. That's insane.
it's like a doctor. It's like you have like what is it? Client is it doctor client privilege or the
Yeah,
fuck
doctor,
it is?
brother. He just can't.
He just
Patient,
like he can tell whatever the fuck it
Doctor
is.
patient
Yeah,
privilege or
you know
something.
what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I got
You know what I'm talking about. Like he can talk to you and say whatever he wants to you because it doesn't matter. It's never leaving that room. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, oh, your hair's
I don't know,
not
dude.
that
You never been
bad.
in a barbershop where a guy finishes his haircut and leaves and the barbers look at each other like, how the fuck did he want that? You've never been in a barbershop where that's happened?
No.
That's I've been around that for sure, and I've definitely been the guy that walks out and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing? The fuck was that, dude?"
There it is.
Confidentiality.
Confidentiality. That's that word.
That's
that
the
word.
word. That's
Shout
the
out first
word.
time chatter.
Shout out to first time chatter. How'd you find the stream? Welcome in. No, but yeah, I've had some fucked up shit happen. Last time I was at the barbershop, they tried to bully a guy into a fade. It was the funniest shit ever. He was like, just wanted a buzz cut with no fade, like just a straight buzz. And they were like, nah, man, don't let him out the chair until they fade that shit, dude. And like bullying him. He was like, nah, dude, nah. And he like wouldn't let them do it. And the guy was like, dude, I'll just do a low one. I can do a low one. And they were like, nah, man. I was like, fuck, dude. Imagine you're in the chair just like getting bullied. Well, that happens to me every time I go. Shout out Giddy with the tier 1 sub. Here we go. Josh, it's a national holiday for the city of Chicago. It's a national holiday for you guys. It's Michael Jordan's birthday. Shout out. Happy 62nd birthday to the GOAT.
Shout out. Happy birthday to the GOAT. Happy birthday to the GOAT.
Happy birthday to the GOAT. Happy birthday to the GOAT. Oscar Robertson went at Draymond Green. Speaking of more NBA news, I don't know if you saw that.
I did not see that.
So basically, Draymond Green called the NBA boring. He said it's all about who's the fastest, who can shoot the most threes, and who can make the most threes, and it's boring. There's no nuance to the NBA anymore. And Oscar Robertson said, direct quote.
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah,
I can
sure.
play it.
Actually, yeah. If you're
Well, Draymond said so much. Who cares what Draymond says? It doesn't mean anything. People. This is what I mean. One guy can say this, and one guy can say that. The game is what it is. People either like the game or they don't, and I think people enjoy the game, especially if their team can win. And you look at the basketball, it might be boring to him because if he's not passing the ball to Curry, what is he doing?
I agree. Triple single is Chuck
not
said.
to single that out because I think he knows how to play basketball, but he passes the ball to Curry more than anyone I've ever seen in basketball. And so it means a lot. So, it might be boring to him at times because for what he's doing, maybe it is boring when he's out there. He's not shooting a lot, and he's not guarding a lot. So it's boring.
He just flamed the shit out of him.
There is nothing I love more than when Draymond gets dunked on. I mean, Oscar Robertson, I know
80-year-old man dunking on you.
I know he knows what he's saying there, and he's like saying it and like passing.
Yeah, he's like
but
trying to be
he
nice,
just
yeah.
destroyed Draymond Green.
Destroyed him.
Like, if you listen to what he just said about Draymond, he just buried him.
Buried.
He's basically like, yeah, I bet the game is boring when all you have to do is pass Steph Curry because outside of that, no one knows what you're doing. And then the guy in the background that they don't even show, he just put up a triple single. Like, oh, Draymond.
It's so tough. I mean, there's no really coming back from that either.
Yeah, like you can't call the league
you
boring.
And you can't go at Oscar.
You can't call the league boring and then have Oscar Robertson ruin you because if you try to talk shit about Oscar Robertson, it's just not going to go well.
You can't, I don't think you can.
I just think it's so funny that, but I agree with Oscar. Like, I think I was part of this, like, Steph Curry ruined basketball, but I agree with Oscar Robertson. Like, the game is what the game is. You either like it or you don't, but that's what the game is right now. And like, you either adjust and you start enjoying it, or you just bitch and complain. Or if you're Draymond, you call it boring. Yeah, and it probably is boring.
What
you don't do
boring,
anything.
yeah.
What do you do other than pass the ball?
And set screens.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So no wonder night in and night out it's boring because no one wants to throw it to you in the post and you have no jumper even though you've been in the league for like 15 years. How's that possible?
I don't know. It's like gotten worse.
I don't
100%
understand it. Like, if you're Draymond, you've been in the league for that long, like, how do you still not have a jump shot?
I have no idea. And it's not even like his shots like it's not great looking, but it's not like that ugly. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like it could go in.
Yeah.
But it just never does. Literally never does.
I just don't understand how he hasn't even developed one. Like, did they just never care about it because he was like, here's what I'm going to do? Just going to pass to this guy for
I mean, yeah,
career?
that's pretty much what it is, yeah.
I appreciated when Draymond went at the All-Star weekend, though. That was cool. But then calling the game boring and Oscar Robertson just burying him was brutal.
Burying him.
Like,
I don't even know what you
buried.
can't say anything to.
Like, buried. And it was so casual, too. No, there was no inflection in the change
No.
of voice. There was
like,
no,
maybe
like,
if he
aggression. It was just like, yeah, I'd probably think the game was boring, too, if all I did was pass Steph Curry. Like, what do you do outside of that? It's like, oh, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's soul sucking.
Draymond, dude. Can you pull up the Lake Show tweet towards the bottom?
Sure.
I just didn't like this interaction. I'm sure it was in good fun, but I didn't enjoy this interaction. And I'm going to tell you why after we watch it. If you could put the sound on too, please.
I read before every game.
You really wrote a book?
Yeah. I read before every game. Isn't this crazy? It's not like I brought.
Like, I get it. I think it's funny to poke fun at the new guy in the locker room. But I'll tell you why I don't like this. The All-Star game gets shit on for everyone taking it not seriously. I love that Wemby was like, yeah, I have a thing before every game that I do, and I'm treating this like a normal game. And, like, Jokic's attitude should tell you how this older generation in the NBA views the All-Star game and why no one watches it. Because Jokic is there to fuck around and fool around. I love that Wemby showed up and stayed true to what he does before every game. He treated it like a game. It's like, I read before every game, and we're about to play a game, so I'm going to read my book. Like, if he didn't bring the book, that should show you the state of how Wemby views the All-Star game. But I love the fact that he was like, we're playing a game, I'm going to stick to what I'm doing because this, like, matters. And, like, I feel like you're seeing live and in action in that locker room of why no one wants to watch the game.
I will say, Jokic might be the exception for that because I think that's the only time that he has fun the entire year.
No, but I'm not saying that he can't have fun, but I'm just saying that shows you
that
the
is
mindset.
what it is. Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's the mindset of the All-Star game, and, like, it's never going to be exciting until guys treat it like Wemby did, where he's like, I have a thing that I do before every game. We're playing a game. I'm going to read my book.
I think that young players are always like that. Like, I think, like, Ant was like that last year. He was like, well, actually, no, he wasn't. He was like, I'm going to shoot my left hand only. But then, like, he went out there and played as hard as he
But Wemby
possibly
tried
could.
the whole time, and then he was pissed when Sang didn't play defense.
Well, so did Ant, though. Like, Ant did the same thing last year. Like, he tried the entire time. I just feel like young guys do that, and, like, they realize, like, oh, this shit doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, but I like that Wemby was also pissed when Sang and, like, didn't play defense and the game was over. Like, he threw his hand. Like, I hope that attitude bleeds into the next generation. Hopefully. Because I know Wemby's going to be in the All-Star game for his entire career, and I think it'd be great if Wemby led the charge of, like, taking this shit seriously, because I kind of loved that he brought the book and then tried really hard and was, like, pissed when Sang didn't play defense. Was like, dude, we could have just fucking won, and you just blew that.
Yeah.
So, like, I hope that Wemby's attitude bleeds into the younger guys that are going to be in All-Star games with him as he gets older, and I hope he always takes the game seriously, but it was just frustrating to see that because I hope Wemby just keeps taking it serious. And I hope he brings the book every All-Star game. And I hope he tries every All-Star game because that's what's going to make it fun, dude. You can change the games, you can change the teams, but at the end of the day, if they're not going to take it seriously, it's not going to be fun. And guys like Wemby, I hope, set the tone for the new generation. I really do. Because I love that the newest guy on the block was like, I'm bringing my shit, I'm taking this shit seriously. And I hope next year he does the same thing, and the year after that he does the same thing. Because it should be competitive, dude. Like, the All-Star game should be the most fun game of the year. Because you get to watch your favorite player play with the other favorite players against your other favorite players in a game where, like, it should be high-flying, like, really good competition. I get they don't want to get hurt, but, like, you could take the game seriously and not get hurt. Like, that is a thing you can also do. Like, they give zero effort. You can give 50% and have a great time. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I loved it. I didn't like that Jokic called him out. I know it was just some light razzing. It was just some light razzing, which I get. You know, sometimes you got to razz, and that's okay.
They should do U.S. versus the world.
I agree. The Four Nations is the smartest idea they've ever done in hockey.
Or just like the President's Cup or like the Ryder Cup for golf, like just the U.S. against the world. Like everyone in the world plays in the same team.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So not like Serbia has a team.
No.
France has a team. Like everyone.
They already did. Like they had the international team in this competition. They should just do that and then put everyone on the U.S. Like SGA, Jokic, they had that. Giannis, they were all on the same team. It was called the International Global Stars or whatever.
What? Why do I not remember? Oh,
this
that
year.
was like the rising, like kind of like that.
No, it was this year. SGA's team was all global stars. They're known from America.
Well, that was just how they drafted, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like
just do that again.
I mean, like actually do that. Like take all the players and put them on the team.
Yeah. They did. Those are the best global stars in the All-Star game. They were all from...
Every single one of them?
Yeah. It was Jokic, Giannis, SGA. All the bots.
Was Wemby on that team?
He was on the young guys.
Yeah.
I think.
Luka?
You don't need four fucking.
Like,
you don't need four
like
teams.
Luka. How did he?
He wasn't even in the All-Star game.
I was gonna say, how did he not make the All-Star? Well, I guess he didn't play, but
All right, last three things, and then we'll serve some slate. Can you pull up the potential trade
the potential.
right above the thing that brought a tear to my eye yesterday?
Potential.
Right above George, towards the bottom. 5 tweets up from the bottom.
Oh yeah. George, you're talking about Alex?
No, the George tweet brought a tear to my eye. But right
This.
above that, Jordan Randon.
Is it not this?
Neymar?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can start with this. There's a tweet above that, but we can start with this. Neymar finally scored in his first return to his childhood club. And I'll tell you what, I did get watery eyes last night watching this. I might get watery eyes again watching it, dude. Like, if you have been a Neymar fan for as long as I've been a Neymar fan, you remember the blonde-haired kid from Santos that everyone was like, yo, this kid's going to be fucking insane, wearing the bright purple Mercurials and then the bright green Mercurials in Brazil, just busting, being like, where is this kid going to go? He's going to be the greatest player of all time. Like, he's going to be the Prince of Brazil. And, like, watching his whole career and his whole arc and having almost every jersey of every team he's played for. That's the only guy I have jerseys of, by the way. Like, I don't buy jerseys other than this one for the Stew. And baseball jerseys, I have almost every jersey of Neymar's. And I don't buy jerseys. And, like, just the way he went to Saudi and then tearing his knee up and going back to Santos, that goal was sick to watch. And if you put I don't want to put the audio on because it'll fuck up the AirPod users. The audio spike when he scored, like, it was like, damn, we're back. Like, we're kind of back.
How is his knee just like fine now?
I'm sure it's like definitely like, I mean, it was a penalty. I would love to see how he looked in open play. Yeah. But I'm sure he's just like one of those, like, it's PTSD thing. Like, he doesn't want to bend it when he doesn't have to. Like, he's probably just scared of the pain. Yeah. But yeah, he's goated, dude. That just felt good to watch him, like, come back to soccer and, like, score, and it'd be like his classic penalty where he fucking and then just buries it, dude. Just buries it. Made me feel good. Well, good.
I found the trade though. I don't know why I didn't see it before, but you want me to pull up the trade?
Yeah. So my buddy was giving me stick yesterday that the New York team has been vying and trying to trade potentially for the number 1 overall pick to find their quarterback for the future, and there was reports that potentially it was the New York Jets. But this tweet came out about 3 hours ago, and I mean, it's definitely a mock, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Giants are actually exploring this, about trading a bunch of picks to go get their guy in the first round, which I don't know who their guy is. There was reports that the Jets were trying to trade up to get Cam Ward, because apparently the Jets have identified Cam Ward as their guy. But I don't know if that's the right move for the Jets right now. I don't know what the move is for the Jets right now because we are just in complete scrambly-bamblies. But this trade feels like a sweetheart deal if you're the Giants. But if you're the Titans, you're in a position where I don't know if you can give that pick away. Like, you also need to build for your future unless you're going to go get Aaron Rodgers and commit to Aaron Rodgers or commit to Kirk Cousins. Like, you kind of need your guy. There are a lot of teams right now this year drafting that really need their guy. Las Vegas needs their guy. Tennessee needs their guy. The Giants need their guy. The Jets need their guy. Like, there's a lot of teams now that need their guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm the Titans. Like, this seems like a good trade. But I guess, like, if you've identified a quarterback outside of Shador. Wow, Rain Bet with 5 gifted subs in the Twitch chat. Shout out Rain Bets, man. But yeah, I don't know. Do you make this trade if you're the Titans?
If you're the Titans?
Drop back to 3, give the Giants their guy?
No, just because you have fucking Will Levis.
True.
If they're going to live with Will Levis, then yeah, I would trade it, but you can't. So
but I guess you could technically trade back to 3 and still get Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter if you want, like, Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't think. Why would you want Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback? Like, just draft. You have the number 1 overall pick. Take the best player in the draft. Take the quarterback you think is going to be the best. Yeah. I would take Cam Ward. But
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I agree. If I'm Tennessee, I don't know why I'd make this trade, but I could see an NFL team making this trade just because it's the NFL and these trades.
I mean, like if you were like a team, like say, I don't know. I feel like the Bears would be a good example. Like they just drafted the #1 overall pick last year. So like say they had the #1 overall pick again like this year, then yeah, maybe trade it. But like if you're a team that doesn't like, like there are probably 15 teams in the NFL that should pick a quarterback here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I'm saying, a lot of teams need their guys. I wouldn't be shocked if Tennessee can kind of get a sweetheart deal out of one of these desperate teams, dude.
I feel like that's not enough for the first overall pick.
I agree.
I guess you're only moving back 2 spots, but I
agree.
feel like you should give up more for that.
I agree. I don't disagree, especially
you
in this draft.
don't even get a first round pick back.
Especially in this draft. Especially in this draft.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like a third round pick, that just doesn't make sense. Two third round picks.
Yeah,
to trade back 2 spots for the
yeah.
#1 overall pick.
Yeah, you'd have to get like some Ryan Poles swag if you were going to do this trade.
Yeah,
you'd have to get a lot.
You would need. I just don't know why you trade back to 3 if you're going to do it. I would trade back. If you want Abdul Carter that bad or Travis Hunter, like just take him at 1 instead of risking it going to 3.
Yeah, just kind of put your balls on the table and just be like,
it's
all
like
right,
just
this
take
is the
him.
guy we want.
Because like unless you're going to trade back to like 10 and then you can get like a fucking haul, like you know what I mean, like get two future first round picks. Yeah.
And they're saying the Jets are like one of these teams that's apparently behind the scenes trying to trade up because I have identified Cam Ward as their guy.
I mean, yeah.
So maybe the Jets will get trade raped. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that.
Maybe we'll get trade raped because in GTA because that'll be cool.
That's what we did. Like we went back to 9 with the Panthers and got everything, their entire franchise, pretty much.
Speaking of moves, Alex Bregman is now a part of the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
Don't know if you saw
Disappointed with that. No,
2 days ago, Alex Bregman is now Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, he was supposed to.
Are they back?
No, they're not back.
Okay. Just wanted to check. I'm not going to make us play the video, but just for everyone, including myself, that likes to talk shit about NBA players that come off the bench and like to call them trash and garbage, Cam Reddish released his one-on-one footage from the Los Angeles Lakers, and you realize when you watch that, you just, the casual NBA fan that watches the games and that likes to call guys garbage like myself and stand up here, we'd get fried by the last guy on an NBA bench.
Literally.
And Cam Reddish is like a 7th man, and he was doing this to starters on the Lakers, frying their ass.
Looks like
And he
Jamal
can barely
Crawford.
get burned.
He looks like Jamal Crawford.
And he can barely get burned in the NBA, by the way. Like, he comes off the bench and maybe gives you like 15 minutes, and he's
Max.
frying shit.
Yeah.
Frying shit.
I mean, dude, have you seen that video of like Ant saying that he's the hardest player he had to guard in his entire life?
Yeah.
In high
Like,
school.
who gave you the camera? He gave you, like, he had dropped 40.
yeah. It's like 40.
D'Angelo Russell's literally in that video. That's a starter. But shout out, Dilgot.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
That's Max Christie, too. Just got traded for Luka Doncic.
Just you know, it's a nice friendly reminder to go, wow, these guys are actually really good at basketball. You know?
No, yeah.
Like, I like Cam
really
Reddish.
good, yeah.
That was a throwaway in that trade. Everyone's like, oh, Cam Reddish got dealt? That kid could give you, like, 90 points in a YMCA run, which I feel like there's some guys on Twitter that think if Cam Reddish played at their YMCA, they'd give him buckets. I just got news for you. You wouldn't.
You would not.
You would not. In fact, he would give you buckets. Like, I like to shit on, who was the guy that was on, this was my favorite guy to shit on, Facundo Campazzo.
Oh, my God.
I used to say I could fucking fry his shit and give him buckets. He'd probably give me 90.
Yeah, he would.
Like a clean 90. A clean 90.
You seen that video of Scalabrine doing that, right? With
Yeah.
like a troll,
Even Scal,
played him, and Brian Scalabrine just bullied the shit out of him. Just looked like he was prime Shaq.
There are some guys in the Bulls that I like to call garbage. They would give me 90.
Yeah, plenty of them.
And not even like a difficult. It would just be like,
Yeah.
and I'd be in shambles, dude. You know what I'd be doing? Holding hammy.
Yes.
I'd grab some ham. Get off the floor. However, I do want to address Goots. Thanasis, I'm giving him buckets. He actually sucks. Like, he's not a guy that should have ever been in the league.
You're right about that.
So I'd give Thanasis buckets, and I think I could stop him on defense, genuinely. I just make him go left because he can't. He can barely use his right hand.
He sucks. But
there are some guys,
you would
though,
never
having
score on
said
him.
that-
You would never score on him.
No, I think I could get one.
No.
There are some guys in the NBA, they'll make no mistake, like I think I could give a bucket or two, too. One of them being Facundo Campazzo. Like, I know, I'll go to the grave that I could give Facundo Campazzo like 5 points.
Do you remember Felicio?
No.
He used to be on the Bulls. Dude.
First time chatter. Do you think the Canada-Finnish game goes over goals? Okay.
If
Where do you see
anybody
it?
knows who
Reddish and Jovan.
Felicio is, I'm going to show you a picture of this guy. Cristiano Felicio.
Cristiano Ronaldo?
No. This guy. He's Brazilian. He's like not a real person, really.
Someone said he's so bad.
He's the worst player. You could give this guy buckets. Cristiano Felicio. Look at this dude.
Oh, it's just the most generic Bulls website photo of all time.
He was on the Bulls. If you guess how much money this guy got paid, as a career, he averaged 4. We're the 4 and less than 1. Guess 4, 4, and 1.
I bet he made like $35 million.
Cristiano Felicio.
Also, I do, Josh, just while you're doing that, want to bring up a Brady clicks in the YouTube chat. You airballed because of a chick being at your game. Try having a 6'8" athletic guy in front of you. He brings up a good point. I invited my biggest crush mate in my entire life to a freshman basketball game and airballed.
Cristiano Felicio averaged an $8 million salary for 4 years with the Bulls. $32 million contract in 4 years.
I was only $3 million off. That's insane that he made that much money.
For 4, 4, and 1.
And our guy Mac McClung's winning back-to-back dunk contests, and you can't get
And you
$1
got
million.
Felicio. Is there anyone that plays from Brazil? Like him? I don't know anyone else. I don't think anyone else.
Like literally, I got
Barbosa,
nothing
was
for
he
you.
from
Oh,
Brazil?
Leandro, but he was.
He was goated.
You know who else was on that team that was goated, that Suns team? Raja Bell.
Yes.
So good.
He was
So
goated.
good.
He also played
Anderson Varejao?
So 252 games, made $32 million.
And now he can just fuck off and do whatever he wants, dude.
Just go live in
Shout
Brazil.
out the Bulls, man.
That's what we do. That's what we do. We make people. It's literally a make-a-wish. It's like, hey, you need money? Here you go.
Literally, you need money.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine, you want to
Here you
Mega
go.
Max?
Literally. You want $45 million a year after we haven't paid you for fucking 9 years?
Oh, it's so good. Even though thinking of that, Josh, like, I feel like even when I was younger, I've just been put in situations where I have to, like, just be able to be the heel of the joke. Like, who else do you know would think it'd be a good idea when they're 5'5" at the time, maybe 100 pounds, to invite their crush to a freshman basketball game thinking that, like, if I scored or that just her seeing me play would move the needle on her wanting to, like, hook up with me? Like, who else would think that was a good idea? Like, there's nobody. And then who else gets in the position to at least put up a good jumper and fold because it feels like she's watching?
Yeah, I mean, that might be only you.
I'll tell you what, though, it didn't not work with soccer because at least I played a lot
And
I
you'd be
got
good, and you
some
were
burn.
good, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I was good. I was okay.
I was okay.
So that would work sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that's also why I wanted to quit the team because you just can't you can't mentally come back from that. Like, I was scared of that corner for the rest of my basketball
I mean, yeah,
career.
it's like a mental block thing.
The left
at that
corner
point.
at the prep school I went to, just scared shitless.
My aunt sent me this picture too. That was her. It's me doing a bike.
Were you about to hit that bike?
Yeah, that was about it. It was just a practice that wasn't like in real time.
Yeah, I got a soccer player build. Although I got really thin legs, dude, and I was actually telling my buddy this over the weekend because every time I post a video and I'm wearing shorts and like 90% of the comments are like, dude, maybe hit leg day. It's like, brother, I've been trying. But I was on a plane one time, and it was my dad, me, and then this like old man.
Mm-hmm.
And looking back on it, like, it was a little weird that he said this. But I was sitting there, and I had my legs out because we were on our way to a warm vacation. And I'm in the middle seat, and this, like, old man, like, mid-flight, like, tapped me on the shoulder. And I looked at him. I was like, maybe a junior in high school at this point. He was like, are you a distance runner? I was like, no. He was like, you just got the legs for it. I was like, oh. This guy's just looking at my legs now the whole flight, and he, like, really had to ask me if I was like a distance runner.
That's so tough, though.
I know.
It's like the worst athlete you could be recognized. Like,
what, you think I'm a fucking pussy? No,
It's like that dude would go out on the plane with Dave. He's like, "What team did you play for?"
Yeah, but that's
what I'm saying. Like, that probably feels good. You're like,
way
oh,
better. Yeah. Way better.
Distance runners, like, yeah, actually, I'm on Team USA. That's like the only answer that's cool, right?
I'm pretty sure at the time I was like, nah, I play soccer. I should have just been like, yeah, I'm actually on Team USA. We're going to train. That's where we're going.
Exactly. Yeah.
But imagine having legs that thin that the guy has to be like,
that's what I'm. Yeah,
you distance runner. Like, maybe he was like, they're just so thin. There's no way he is not a distance runner.
That's what I assume he was thinking.
It was definitely not a compliment.
No.
An Ethiopian bodybuilder. All right, first time chatter.
All right.
You wanted to come in here and do that to me? That's what you want to do to me right now? All right, last thing, and then we're going to surf the slate. Josh, can you pull up SGA's new shoes?
Yes, I can.
Because I'll be honest with you, I love them. I think they're sick. I think it's a good step in the right direction of turning basketball shoes into streetwear. I think they look fucking awesome. I like the color, and I was on the phone with my buddy last night, and I was like, how funny do you think it'd be if I pulled up to the bar in the SGAs?
Yeah, I feel like
you could bar these shoes.
You have to have a certain type of, like,
aura,
fashion sense to wear them, though. Like, you can't just wear them.
I
with,
can't
like,
wear
anything.
them with khaki shorts,
mid
socks, and a polo in Dallas.
I don't know about that. Like, I feel like you have to wear like those like bell cut jeans and shit with them, like those wide cut jeans. Like,
sure.
you would need SGA aura.
Which, by the way, Giannis being in the locker room being like, just touch my hand and give me some aura, like, that was funny too.
Yeah.
But
They don't
I
match.
like them.
They're cool.
Can you play the video where
No
it shows
skin.
you the front? Because I think the front looks sick.
Yeah, they're cool. I mean, they're that video. What is that video?
Someone like rotates him.
That guy. There we go.
Yeah, right there.
I like the heel a lot. The heel's sick.
Dude, I really like the shoe.
Yeah, they're cool. I like them too.
In a world where the new generation's finally getting their new shoes, I think Anthony Edwards killed it. I think his looks sick. And I think SGA, like, I mean, you knew SGA was never going to put out a product that didn't look cool. Like, of course, his shoe looks the fucking coolest, and they look cool on him, too. Like, even in the All-Star game, I was like, fuck, they look sick on him. But I would buy those if they were all white, maybe.
I feel like
it's a tough shoe to make a colorway out of other than
that's
mustard.
That's what I was going to say. I was just thinking, like, it's going to be weird to see the other colorways. 'Cause I feel like this one looks really cool, but, like, I don't know how many more color. Like, I feel like maybe like
the OKC
like
blue
a chocolate
would look
brown,
really
like
cool.
brown would look really cool.
I think the OKC blue
Maybe
and orange is
I
going
bet
to
it'll
look really
get
cool.
I bet it'll
but
probably,
you can't do multiple colors.
I feel that's what I'm saying. It has to be
one.
one color. Like, it has to be the entire shoe's one color. I think.
Yeah.
Like green, like olive green would be kind of cool.
Yep.
Like beige, like that's mustard. But yeah, it's not gonna be.
I think you could throw on some jeans. I
also kind of love that they're Converse. Like,
dude,
Converse
I'm
is sick.
telling you, it's actually like drip.
Yeah. No, it's.
Ugh, I hate that I just said that.
It's like
drip.
I don't know. We'll have to see like who wears them, because I feel like you'd be a bot too if you wear them. We'll see how you wear them.
Or it's just like this one bar in like Dallas, and I just think it's like so funny. Like the idea of like pulling up to that bar and like the SGAs. Like, dude, are you really pulling up in the SGAs to that bar?
We need to get Trent to get some SGAs.
I mean, he's got to buy them, dude.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the Knicks, dude. We got no shoes. They wear the Kobe's, which is sick, but like, let's get JB a shoe up and move.
You should get some P's. You could probably find some. Who wears Kobe's? Mikal?
No, Jalen. But
I think Mikal wears them too.
He
Doesn't
wears
he?
the Grinches.
He only wears the Grinches. What does Bridges wear?
I don't know what Bridges wears.
I feel like he wears Kobe's too.
Josh Hart wears the Sabrina Inescus, which I think is really cool.
That's kind of tough. You could find some PEs and get them. Player exclusives.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I'm telling you, it's just Grinches.
I'm saying Josh Hart or Mikal Bridges.
Oh, yeah, maybe them. Yeah. But I love them. I think they're sick.
Yeah, they're cool.
I think they're sick.
I don't think I would wear them, but I could they're definitely sick. I just could not wear them, I don't think.
Tell you what, though, dude, Trent puts those on, they lose all their aura.
All the aura.
All the
Just
aura.
sucked.
God, yeah, just sucked all the aura out of the SGAs. I'm just kidding. I think you should buy him. I would buy him, dude, if I was a Thunder fan or like a big SGA guy.
Dude, I just don't. Yeah, no, he should not buy them.
I think he should. That's your guy.
Unless you're gonna hoop in them.
That's your guy, man.
They're just such an I feel like there's a very slim amount of people that can wear those shoes.
All right, Josh. Let's search some slate. Throw the graphic up. We got games. We got plays. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Slate Surfers, the part of the show we surf slate, give you all the plays and parlays you need on a Monday. It's a gross college basketball slate, but I'll tell you what, this is where we do our best work.
It is.
Sure, we do our best work. Speaking of college basketball, Josh, there's a new alpha in town. There's a new king in town. The Auburn Tigers look like the best team in college basketball currently. They beat Alabama in a track shoot, and that is really impressive to me. I think this Alabama team is one of those teams where you can make the argument that it's easy to catch them if their jumpers aren't falling, but their jumpers have been falling all year. And the fact that Auburn caught them on their home floor in a track meet and won, wow, that tells me a lot about this Auburn team. Not that we already didn't know how good Auburn is.
Yeah, I mean.
But that was a solidified win where I had Bama and the over, and I watched that game and I went, wow, this Auburn team is way better than even I gave them credit for, and I already thought they were a top 3 team in college basketball. So that was an unbelievable win out of the boys.
Yeah, that was a good win.
Also, the Providence Friars are back. Big blowout win on our home floor.
Mm-hmm.
We're back.
Mm-hmm.
Re-sign everyone to contracts. Get the whole team back. We're back.
Bryce is back.
I can't wait to blow it up in a week.
Yep.
But shout out the Providence Friars.
After the next
shout
game,
out the Providence
they
Friars.
will be blown up.
And GTA.
Shout out the Missouri Tigers as well.
Yeah,
We
you
shout
guys are
them out.
goated.
We won both games this week. We did our job. Smacked both teams. Really weren't games. And I think we might, dude. I'm telling you, we play Bam on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
After that game, the schedule gets very easy. Like, we don't play any ranked teams in the SEC, which is rare. We played Kentucky, I think, the last game of the year at home. If there's one ranked team in the SEC that I'm not really scared of, is Kentucky. I feel like you can, on an off game, you could beat the shit out of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
If we beat Bama, I think we're a top 3 seed in the tournament.
That'd be sick.
It'd be so sick.
That'd be sick.
It'd be so sick.
We'd have to become a Missouri pod.
We'd have to.
We'd have to.
We'd have
To
to.
get the top 3 seed in the tournament, we'd have to be a Missouri pod.
I mean, dude, we were 15th last week, so like we'd be top 4 if you're looking at it like that.
No, dude, you guys
You
look.
need to keep winning.
Dude, you guys look freaking phenomenal, dude.
It's just Josh Gray. He scares me. Like, the fact that he needs to play like minutes sometimes scares me.
Well, he's like one of the worst players in college basketball. I hate him.
He's so, dude. Someone made a 2.5 minute long compilation of Josh Gray getting lane violations. Have you seen it?
Insane.
He
that
just
that video
stands
can
there.
Be that long.
He just stands there, freezes, and then guys jump in the lane every single time. Every time. 2.5 minutes long. Just this year. It's just this year.
We're not even done.
I know.
We're
It's
like, not
actually
even
insane.
close to
Like, it's
done,
actually insane. It's impressive that teams haven't figured it out. Like, it happens every time he
Well, you
goes to
probably
the
just
line.
don't even expect. Like, that's not something the coaches talk about. They're probably like, yo, this guy Josh Gray's got a weird thing. Just watch out for it, and then
But
you
dude,
forget about it.
I've seen, like, this guy, like, it's definitely a fake stat, but, like, I'm not even joking. Like, every single time that there's a lane violation, he misses the free throw, and then the next one he makes it. Like, every time. And he's so bad at shooting free throws.
Wow.
But he makes every fucking time.
I mean, I guess you got to have a system.
Exactly, yeah, he got some feel. But, yeah, it's hilarious. That dude's going to... We're either going to win every game by a lot in March Madness until we lose, but we're going to lose because of him. We might lose the first game because
of him.
Yeah.
100%. He's one of those guys that's, like, bad enough where he could lose you a game.
But he can also provide, like, a spark where it's like, oh, my God, he just dunked. This game's over.
Yeah.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Like,
He can put the nail in the
yeah,
coffin.
he can. Yeah, he can.
And in both ways.
In both ways, yeah, he can.
Ole Miss losing to Mississippi State at home was embarrassing for Ole Miss.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. This Mississippi State team, dude, I just still
They're
can't
done.
figure out. Like,
Yeah,
I
they're-
just can't figure it out.
they're just
They either
not
come out
good.
and they look fucking incredible, or they scored 15 points in a half. And, like, I just can't get them figured out. And ever since, I think, week literally 3 of college basketball, I can't be on the right side of them. So I don't know what to do with them. But we don't have to worry about that today because they're not playing.
We do not.
All right, really weird slate. Do I want to take Howard minus 11.5? Yes. Am I going to take Howard minus 11.5? No. They opened up at 12.5. It's moving down a little bit. Like I said, I just don't trust these big spreads, and I'm not going to do it. And I don't want to do it, and there's no point in me losing ass on a minus 11.5 anymore, unless it's Maryland at home, which, by the way, I'm fully convinced that team is making the Final Four now. They've looked so good back-to-back. They were down big against Iowa in that first half. They came out, they showed heart, and that's what Kevin Willard, I think, has done that he hasn't done in the past 2 years, is have a team that when they're down can come back. And my God, that home floor is a fortress for them.
Yeah.
It seems like everything rolls their way in that home floor, which is fine.
We'll see.
Which is good.
We'll see.
Which is good.
I think March is going to be amazing this year.
I agree.
I think anyone can win. Like, literally anyone can win this year.
I think it's going to be hard to beat Auburn, but I think they're beatable.
They are beatable.
They're beatable. Which I think last year, if we really looked at it, UConn was never beatable.
No, I don't think so.
Like Stephen Castle's in the NBA busting. Like that kid
Yeah.
you were never beating in a fucking March Madness tournament.
And fucking, what's his face? Clinton.
Yeah.
He was
We'll
unbelievable.
see. However, I will take Murray State plus 1.5. I'm gonna stick to my little my water guns here. I'm gonna
This
stick
game
to
was
my
supposed
water
to happen
guns.
yesterday, right?
Yeah, it got postponed because, are you ready for this? The stadium lights kept going out.
Perfect.
Power outage.
Perfect.
So, but I'm gonna stick to my water guns. The line opened at 4.5. It's down to 1.5. I put them in the lay for that reason. That line move was really weird to me. This Murray State team is not good. But I'm gonna stick to my water guns, and I'm gonna have Murray State plus 1.5 today, just because I feel like I have to. Because if they win, then I can be like, yo, that lay was actually free that I took yesterday.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Murray State plus 1.5. This game, looking at the over/under, just beware. You don't need to watch it because it's going to get ugly. This game is just going to be so gross. I think there's going to be long scoring droughts. It's not going to be very high flying. It's Northern Iowa versus Murray State. So just keep that in mind when you're wagering on this game, that it's going to be an all-time do not watch.
Okay.
Do not watch.
Okay.
The next game that I want to talk about, I'm not touching this Mississippi Valley State game, even though they are literally the worst team in potentially basketball history.
Yes, they are.
But they have the best social media presence.
Yep.
And I think that's funny. Their Twitter team is phenomenal.
They are good. They are good. I have a game right after that.
Yeah, I was thinking Jackson State plus 1.5.
You want to take them?
Or are you thinking Bethune-Cookman?
Oh, I was thinking a different game. We might be on different apps right now, but it's a 6:30 game.
Oh, I'm at the 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But I kind of like Jackson State plus 1.5 on the road.
Yeah, I don't hate that either. I was looking, that's a weird spread. This
So
is better
weird.
team, yeah. Better team.
So weird. Yeah, that just feels like you take the better team with a point.
Yeah.
And see if it. But that's one of those games, Josh, where mid-majors, you take Jackson State plus 1.5, just know they could lose by
20,
40.
yeah. Exactly,
Yeah, and it just could be over from the jump. And that's the reality of betting mid-majors, and that's why we do what we do.
Yep. Dude, I think the three worst teams in the country played today.
Yeah, they do.
Arkansas,
I think all-
Pine Bluff, East Texas A&M, and Mississippi Valley State.
Mm-hmm. True.
Should we just fade all of them
We could do a little
on the
lay.
money line? It's only Mississippi Valley State's,
Minus 18.
yeah, that's bad, but the other two are plus 1.5 and plus 4.5. We can just take the two money lines on the other side.
That's true. We've got the all-time white boys school matchup. Lehigh's playing Bucknell. I'm not betting on that.
Yeah.
Sorry about it. Not
I'm
doing
good.
that.
I'm
Not
good.
doing that. Alcorn State, Florida A&M. Dude, I looked at this one this morning, and I tried to really give myself a reason to genuinely trust Florida A&M at home because there's no reason they should be minus 3.5 against Alcorn State. Not that I think Alcorn State's very good, but Florida A&M is just not good. And I think this is going to be a stay away for me.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
think
call.
this is a stay away for me.
That is a great call.
I tried to convince myself to take a couple of these games just because I want to be able to give out plays to the people, and I don't want to be like bitching on some watermelon. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And like you said, like even looking at this Alabama and A&M game, like you said, I also don't even know if I could take Alabama A&M and feel confident because I know Arkansas Pine Bluff is gonna be on the Sharp Report somewhere.
Yeah.
That's making Sharp Report.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to be on the wrong side of that because here's the thing about it. I don't mind taking the better team in a lot of spots. But if I lose a wager to Arkansas
that,
Pine
yeah.
Bluff, like it's just going to be hard
Yeah.
for me to recover.
Well, I have a play in that game that you might actually love. You're going to love. It's
Sure.
the over. I think it's 161.5.
Wow, that
That
over
is
ridiculous.
incredible. For like these teams are terrible, but they're not terrible because their offenses are bad. They're terrible because they have awful defenses. They both average giving up like 80-plus points per game. Yeah, 80-plus points per game. They score like in the mid-70s. And like for not being good, scoring in the mid-70s is pretty good, I would say.
Dude, I'll keep it a buck.
Playing
I
against
love
shit defenses, they're scoring.
I'll keep it a buck. I love a team No defense, let's just score.
Exactly.
And that's why you go 111 in conference. And that's fine, though. Like, that's fine to me. I don't give a fuck. But I love a team that goes, you know what, we can't guard for shit, but we're going to try to put up 70 a game.
Let's do it.
I wish more teams would commit to that.
I know, and I think that this soars.
Is that the Attorney locks, though? Because there's not a lot of good totals.
Ooh, it
on the
might
board.
be. It probably is.
We might have an Alabama and Arkansas Pine Bluff already locked, gentlemen.
Oh, my.
Also, shout out to YouTube.
Yeah,
200
it is.
people in here right now. Let's go.
Shout out. Shout out.
I just want you guys to know this is my goal for the new year and for this show. We're going to iron out all the kinks. We're going to have a really dialed news segment once we move into the new stew. We're going to really start getting some guests on. I'm going to really dial in for you guys. The goal is 1,000 on each.
1,000.
1,000 on each by the end of the year. That's my goal that I'm putting in stone. I'll take, but I want 1,000 each. Because we're getting good watch back on the episodes, Josh.
We are.
And I really want that live viewership to be up and moving. Also, shout out Chelly, another great weekend in the COD streams. Here we go.
Yeah, shout out Joko.
He's been killing it. He's been absolutely frying it. Josh, there's not a lot of spots where I do feel confident. In taking teams. But I kind of like McNeese minus 8.5 on the road, even though that's a big
8.5?
It's a big spread, I know. Alan said he's working on a Incarnate Word, and the basketball manager said fade the team tonight, so we're going to have to check in on that game.
Yeah.
But I kind of trust. Jay, I always give the YouTube love. Come on, man. I kind of trust McNeese here in this spot. You're telling me an 11-4 is getting 8 points at home?
That's what I'm. Yeah, yeah.
And I think McNeese is really good, dude.
They are really good. That's just a tough bet to make.
I know, because you're away and you're laying 8.
It's like this is game of the year for Southeast Louisiana.
Yep.
Game of the year at home against the best team in the conference. Yeah, I don't know.
And you're not even that bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're good. Like, they're good.
You're
Like, they're not bad.
8.
Yeah.
It could just be a classic Mikey, I'll take 8 points in my pocket.
Good. That is a classic Mikey.
But I just don't know. I kind of want to lay the 8. This is one where I'm checking BTL. Because if Jovan gives green light on McNeese minus 8.5, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Josh, there was a very large portion of my betting career when I started, especially on social media, where SF Austin was my absolute wagon.
Yeah, I knew they would be.
But why are they only 4.5-point favorites to one of the worst teams in college?
Dude, I think that this is one of those games where you don't even think about why they are, and you just take them minus 4.5.
Okay, good.
Because East Texas A&M is so fucking bad.
Aren't they one of those teams that just got promoted to D1?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, word.
Like, I think that this is the easiest fade spot.
I agree. SF Austin minus 4.5.
Also, like,
Let's
4.5.
go, Josh.
I've noticed that 4.5
That's what I needed.
in these spreads that are minus 4.5, when there's like clearly a better team on the road. I feel like they've covered every time. Like, I don't know if you remember, like last week we took Drake minus 4.5 when they were on the road. I forgot who they played. They played some shit team. Maybe like Illinois State. They were playing Illinois State on the road, and they were minus 4.5. It made no sense. They beat them by like 15.
In the mid-majors, I'll agree.
Yeah, mid-majors. Yeah.
When it comes to the big ones, dude, every time I take a minus 4.5, I lose my ass.
I generally don't think that like in the major conferences that there's massive gaps. Like
there's big. Yeah, you're right. There's
like
big
even
gaps
like
in this shit.
even like Auburn to like Vanderbilt, like that gap is
not as big as you
not
think.
as big as you think exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas like East Texas A&M like literally has fucking kids that are gonna be working at Wendy's next year.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just telling the truth.
We love our Wendy's workers.
Yeah, we do. I love Wendy's, but you're not a basketball player. That's what I'm saying.
Did I ever tell you about the time when I first moved to Dallas? I went to the McDonald's. There's like a gas station in Dallas that has a McDonald's, and I went there with my buddies, and the guy behind the counter called me short.
That's crazy.
And we were like eye level.
That is crazy.
He didn't call my number. We were the only 3 people in there, and I put in my order, and me and my buddies were standing there, and he looked at the order, and to this day, the only thing that my buddies and I talk about is like how he knew it was mine, because it was the first one out, and maybe I just finished first, so he knew. But he went, "Yo, for the short guy." Like, what the fuck is that? Hungover on a Sunday. I was like, dude, what is that?
That is fucked up.
What is that? And dude, I walked up. We were It's like when it's like fucking Hurley calling the guy Baldy. It's like I can't even respond.
Exactly, yeah. It's the exact same thing.
Someone said it's comical how you don't stream Saturday picks. Brother, get out of here, man.
We give out all Saturday picks on Friday.
We do. So maybe tune in on Friday, Hank. Would love to see you. Josh, North Carolina Central is another spread that I actually do feel confident laying 8.5 in on. I think they fucking work Morgan State. I looked into this game a little bit. I'm not going to say it's an S tier, A tier, B tier. I'm not tiering mid-major slates like this, but I do really like North Carolina
I like
Central.
that a lot, too. I like that a lot,
in this
too.
spot.
I feel like that's telling.
In this spot. I like it.
Dude, you know who I want to tail today?
Oh.
I kind of want to tail Coppin State. Ugh. That is so many points for a South Carolina State team that's just not good.
But why is it that many points?
Dude, Coppin State's like not... Okay, they're really bad. I'm not going to say that they're not really bad. But they're not as bad as we thought they were, I think. They're bad. But they're not that bad. They're not East Texas A&M bad.
I don't disagree.
And
That's
I think
a lot
that
of points.
And I think we take them plus 16.5. There's so many points.
Spread.
They just can't score. That's the thing. They have no offense.
I don't know how we missed this. All right. I'm not going to take them, but I'm not saying I'm fading. I don't do the big spreads anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
You get the plus chicken.
But it's Josh. It's Josh you play.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
I don't know how we didn't talk about this, Josh. How about you, Ian Holloway beating Hurley this weekend? Come on, dude. I text my dad. I go, what a fucking win. I hate that guy. And my dad goes, great win. I know he was busting.
Like 100%.
I know he was busting, dude. He was
100%
busting. Take Hurley into overtime and spank him out, dude.
Did he go?
He was at the game, yeah.
That's awesome.
He doesn't miss those home games.
No, yeah, you can't.
Even though, because we've been through so many blowouts that there's only been a couple times where you get a win like that. And
he
he
would
was
have to go to all of them,
win,
yeah.
dude. And they got the win, dude. Fuck Hurley and UConn, dude. The Seton Hall Pirates getting weird and dirty on a Saturday, dude. Fired me up, dude.
That's a great way for your dad to have a Saturday, honestly, because he probably went in that game like there was no expectations.
Went home, probably drilled as much wine as he wanted.
Yeah.
He's a big wine guy.
Love it.
Sick.
Sick.
And I don't curse to my dad over text very often, but I was like, what a fucking win. He was like, yeah, let's go. The next couple games that I do want to bet on, Josh, I think UT Rio Grande Valley money line is going to be in my parlay for today. I'm going to try to do a parlay every day and just not care about if it loses. I mean, obviously care about if it loses, but I think a lot of times I don't like putting out parlays because, like, dude, they lose. And I'm pretty good at calling my shots on straight bets when it comes to college basketball. But I do want to start doing a parlay day because I think the people do like parlays.
They do.
And we've been kind of dialed, and I just want to try to put out a parlay every day and just – because I like the Bookit tracker because it actually tells me how good I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And I think the parlays are just tough because, like, you're going to lose units if it goes 2-1, but you could have had those two teams. Like, yesterday, if, let's say, Murray State played and lost, and I lost out on New Mexico money line at short and Nebraska money line at short where I could have made units just betting them straight, like, that's stuff that pisses me off. But we're going to do a parlay today.
Okay.
But I like UT Rio Grande Valley for a moneyline parlay. I don't know if I like the -5.5, but that is the game that he said to fade. The guy in the YouTube chat said to fade because he talked to the manager. So maybe we fade. And take the -5.5 because we have been on the right side of this UT Rio team a lot this year. So I'm okay with taking 5.5.
Let's do that.
Okay. I'm okay with taking 5.5. Are you taking Duke -13.5 on the road? Just be honest.
I think Virginia might win this game. I might take their money line. I'm not even joking.
Wow.
I just feel like this is a team, the type of team that would get one over on Duke. I know Clemson already beat them in conference play, but this is the perfect type of team at home to get one over on Duke. Like, they just play such boring ball that I just think if there is someone that's left on their schedule that can beat them, it's them. They slow it down so much. Totals at 131.5. Like, it's going to be a stinker of a game. And I just like Virginia in that type of game.
Can I tell you 2+ chicken teams that I think are going to win today?
Yeah.
Kansas State and Arizona.
Kansas State.
Dude, Josh, we took them again this weekend with the points. Every time you give me points with Kansas State, I'm going to gobble them this year. They're not a good team, but but they're so well coached. And I love just having 2 points in my pocket with Doug McDaniel. And once again, even though Utah's at home and Utah's had some sneaky wins, give me Kansas State plus 2.5 and give me their money line. Like it's just a system. Yeah. Even if the spot is wrong, they've covered against Kansas. They covered another big spread this weekend. Like, it's just a system. Just give me Kansas State with points. Like, I don't care what the matchup is. I don't care what they just cover spreads.
Well, I mean,
and I think they get this win.
I mean, Utah just beat KU as well. So
yeah, exactly.
You have to.
So I think they get this win. And then also, after Arizona sucked everyone's soul, except for me, because we're smart and we take Houston. Because they're just the best team in that matchup. We fade Baylor in this household. So give me Caleb Love on the road. I do not care. I do not care.
Can I, why does Arizona get slurped so hard every year, though? I agree that they're going to win this game. How are they the 13th best team in the country?
Yeah, I don't have an answer for you.
17-8?
I don't have an answer for you.
They don't really have very many good wins. They have a couple. They don't have great losses.
I don't have an answer for you, dude. I'm being serious. I got no answer for you.
I do love them today, though.
I agree.
I'm a fan.
I agree.
Do you know who I also want to take?
Who? Texas Southern?
Yes.
So in.
Because fuck Southern.
Yeah, I'm so in.
Let's take Texas Southern.
No, I'm so in. All right, let's do prize picks really quickly. I did place a 2-man prize picks this morning. I like to place one in the morning just to get the juices flowing right as I wake up.
Wait, plan B is Arizona.
Yeah, we're nailing it.
Plan B is Arizona.
I did Doug McDaniel and Caleb Love points. I'm just going to my goats for the 2-piece today. Not that they're my goats. I feel like I'm good at picking Caleb Love spots here. He's so overrated and he's so junk. But Doug McDaniel's been a system, even though it's a green chart. And I'm taking Caleb Love to score because I think they're going to beat Baylor. And unfortunately, whenever they do have a big win, he has to come through. And I think he just went 1 for 6 on threes last game. So I think you get a little bit of a progression here instead of a regression. So the 2-piece, Doug McDaniel, Caleb Love. Also, 4 nations today, Josh, really quickly. Mm-hmm. 4 nations. People were asking
so the U.S. plays today, but this game doesn't matter, I don't think.
I don't know.
I thought they
It matters for the U.S.
I thought they automatically made the championship.
I don't think they care if it matters or not because I think...
I just thought that they already made it.
I can't find it, so I don't know what the lines are.
Yeah, nothing to play for.
Nothing to play for, so do we think they just throw in the towel?
I mean, I don't know why they would try to win. Like, they're playing in the championship on Thursday.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like,
all right. Well, yeah, whatever. We'll just see what Shelly bets. I'll probably just tail that.
You know what we could do is take the best player, like, less than shots on goal because they're probably not going to give him a bunch of burn. Like Brady Kachuk, maybe. Less than SOGs.
I'm also looking at that Canada game. Are they playing for something?
They are playing for I think, to get in.
Yeah, maybe McDavid shots on goal in at fucking 3.
All
right, we're also taking the Archers in the PLL. I need to get one bet through the goddamn hoop in this championship series of the PLL. I'm tailing Ron Mux with the Archers, and I'm taking the over. Give me goals. We need to start calling plays. No, but we're taking the Archers, and we're taking the over. I need to get one through the hoop. I need to see green at some point.
Just one time.
At some point during this PLL championship series, I need to get one through the hoop. So intern Mason, clip that and post that for when that goes over 2 again.
Please.
All right, let's do quickly prize picks, and then we'll get the people out of here.
I don't know if you know this. I think I told you this before, but we have a full slate of TGL today. We have 3 matches today.
Yeah, you also posted a parlay. You never do that.
I know. And it's smacking.
Wow.
Smacking. Wow. I actually have a nice little system behind it if you would like to hear it.
Yeah, sure.
So, in the first game, I want to take...
I'm just scrolling.
Yeah, you're good. I want to take LA Golf Club because they're the best team in this league. So I want to take them to beat Atlanta. And then the second match, Atlanta gets to play again against the Bay. I want to take Atlanta because they're warmed up on the simulator. Mm-hmm. They got their chips in. It's like a weird turf, so it's a little different. And then the Bay gets to play again. The third match. So after they lose the second match, we're going to take the Bay to win the third match because they're also warmed up and ready to go.
Okay.
And that's it.
And that's 3-piece.
LA, Atlanta, the Bay.
That's literally the 3-piece.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep.
Have you enjoyed watching TGO?
I love watching the TGO.
Word.
I think it's such a cool way to consume golf. Like, you can watch every it's kind of like the match. Like, I love watching the matches, too, because you see every shot of these players. Which I think
Yeah, that is cool. I don't like watching golf and being like, oh, I have Ricky Fowler and seeing him shoot one time.
Yeah, exactly. It's the worst. Like, actually the worst.
Yeah, it's the worst.
But, yeah, it's fun.
All right. My square is going to be KJ Lewis on Arizona. I'm just going to cover my butt today just in case Caleb Love decides to shit down his shorts.
Eesh.
I also can't wait for the NBA to be back and it just be back. I know. Because I was kind of dialed on those props and I just don't want it to be back. Javon Quinley's sister plays today in women's college basketball.
I got a TGL square. We're going to take holes 1 for the Boston Common Golf Club. Less than. They're gonna win less than 2.5 holes against the Bay. Bay.
You think Rory and them are losing more than 2?
No. They're not gonna lose more than 2. They're just not gonna win 3.
So we're rooting for good golf.
We're rooting for the Bay to play good. The other team to play good. Go to holes 1 less.
Rooting for good golf, so that's an okay less.
Well, in any situation, you're rooting for good golf for one side or the other. You know what I mean? Like, you could take less or more, and you're rooting for the other team or Boston. We're rooting for the other team. We're rooting for the Bay and Ludwig Obert. He just won this weekend. Yesterday.
Wow. Shout out the boy, Ludwig.
He's so good, dude.
Shout out the boy, Ludwig. All right. Is that all we got? I think that's all we got. Correct?
That's all I got.
The slate. There's no more games we could talk about.
I
was just mean slate. We talked about a lot of news. Hopefully people like today's episode. We appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that all we got? Is that it for the day?
Is there any, I don't know. You know what we do have to do, though, this week on Friday? We need to make a goat whale for the MLB.
Holy fuck, we do.
We have to do that.
No, we actually have to.
Let's craft that Friday.
All right. Josh, say goodbye to the people. We're going to craft our MLB goat whale this Friday.
Will be. Everyone have a great Monday. And tail the TGL 3-piece because it's smacking. L.A., Atlanta, the Bay. L.A., Atlanta, the Bay.
3-piece.
Bay.
I will be posting today's college basketball parlay on the Twitter. The 2-piece Doug McDaniel and Caleb Love will be posted everywhere. I also just chefed a quiet little 2-piece that will be posted on the Snap if you guys want to go follow the Snap. But I'll also be putting out all the straight plays on the Twitter as well. All right, guys, we end every episode just taking a step back from all the giggles and all the laughs, and hopefully we made you do that today. But I've been listening to a lot of Marcus Aurelius, and I wanted to give you guys a little blurb from what he wrote, and then we'll get you guys out of here. I know we're bleeding into BTL. That's my bad. And he talks about, which is actually really incredible, he talks about the human struggle a lot for someone that was an emperor in Rome. Obviously every human struggles, but those guys amongst them, you kind of got everything you asked for, you kind of got everything you wanted, but it was a high-pressure, high-stress situation. And he wrote about just this human desire to pray for bad things to not happen. And he kind of spun it in a way that I think is just a great way to look at it, in a way that kind of altered the way that I think about things. Because I think even myself, when I have big moments in my life where I have to do something big, I kind of sit there and I either pray or wish or want not bad things to happen. So I don't want the bad thing to happen. And he wrote like this: do not pray for events to not happen, but rather pray you have the strength of character to endure them when they do. Why fear those things that may happen to them when you can instead embrace and hope you have the strength to endure them, thus putting yourself in control of the event? And I'll break that down for you because that was a lot. And I think it's a great way to look at Monday, because I think, we go into the new work week and go, oh my God, I hope this doesn't happen, or I hope that doesn't happen. And I think now kind of just shifting the mindset of, I hope I have the strength to endure this event or to tackle this event, because when you pray for the strength, that puts you in a position of control over the event. Instead of being scared of the event, just embrace the bad that might happen. Embrace the negativity that might happen, and just pray that you have the strength to endure that situation, which, by the way, I know you have the strength. I know you have the strength to endure whatever it is you're going through. And instead of asking for those things not to happen, be in control of the situation and know that they're going to happen, and just know that you have the strength to get through that. And I think that's something that we don't really remind ourselves of very often, is that we do have the strength. I think we go through a bad thing and we kind of crumble and be like, oh, that really sucked. But when you look back in your life, there's been plenty of bad things that you got through. And in the moment, you feel like, oh, my God, I just wish that didn't happen, or I wish this wouldn't happen. And I think that's a great way to look at things and understand that when you're praying for the strength, that you're putting yourself in control of those situations that you might not want to happen, because you're committing to dealing with them and knowing that that it's going to happen. But if you instead just prepare yourself and hope that you have the strength, that when it does happen, it might just roll off you like water. And I think that goes hand in hand with something that we end every episode with, which is take one step forward for me. I know how hard it can be in life to take a step forward. I know sometimes it feels impossible, and hell, sometimes take steps backwards. I know I've taken steps backwards multiple times in my life throughout the day, whatever it is. Just know that we've learned through doing this show, it's about the attempt, not the result of taking that step. If you got out of bed today, you already took that step. If you did something that made someone else laugh today, or you put a smile on your face and you got to work and you have the strength to do whatever it is that you needed to do today, you took that step. It can be as small or as big as you want. And just know that if you can't take that step, we'll be here to help you. I love you guys so much. I love you. If you haven't heard that today, I want you to know that I love you. I know that feels good to hear, and just know that I love you. If you haven't heard that today, I'm sure you will, but I'll be the first one to say it to you if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for the support on the show. We have so much planned for you guys. We have so much ready in the tank for when we get to this new studio and we can get some guests on and do all that stuff. But I just want you guys to know that everyone that gets in chat every day, that chats and shows up for the show every single morning and watches it back, I do not have the words to describe how thankful I am, because this is something that I love doing the most. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great Monday. Start this Monday by punching in the face and get after it. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. Go tune in to BTL. Love you guys.